we beat Julia. Barely, because Lua got a clutch crit at the very end. So firstly, I need to heal. Volume is good. Great. She senses Topsy sleeping beside you. I believe that. Alright. Okay, she's gotten... Oh, wait. One more cat update. She's now just gotten super cozy in front of the other screen. This is just how she does lately. Hey, Lissa. Look at this. Look at this child. No Cass, but we gained Cat. Yeah, Cass is still sleepy. Alright. Let's go ahead and get this started. Before I jump into new content, there's a handful of events that I do want to clean up from Peridot. Oh! Also, I realized last week that there's no Pokemon Reborn 3. I realized last week I didn't actually talk about anything that went into Julia as a leader or character. I don't know that Sarah, you're hurting me. Okay, so I was going to talk about, so in the online league, Julia was always one of the entry leader blocks, and I could probably stand to talk about how the online league worked a little bit, but she was basically always one of the first. And I think that her original pun, so her name pun is based on Jewel, as somebody figured out in chat last week. My theory is that Julia is a puppet for Lynn. That's definitely creative. So, but like her thing was about alternating, being very high energy and low energy, getting hyper off of coffee and taking a power nap. Like, that's the extent of the pun that her personality is taking power naps. Hence why she falls asleep at the end of the battle. But like, it was not my most creative work, and yet, you know, still fine, I guess. Inside scoops into her relationships with literally every challenger. Okay, so actually, there is an inside scoop there, because the whole thing about her being shit at, like, having shit tasting guys, was, I wouldn't say an ongoing joke. There wasn't a whole lot of actual interpersonal drama aside from that instant, and nothing really came of it. Will you be buffing Julia so unprepared Ames can't one-shot her? Okay, but the thing is that Ame has played this game before. Oh, I may be an unprepared Ame, but I've also played this game before, and I've played Pokemon before. And Julia has been nerfed so much because the bar between like new players to the game and even players who've just like gotten through Florinia is so drastically different. Julia needs to be soft enough that she does not just prohibit new players to like difficult fan games from getting into it at all, because she used to be, and sometimes she still is, even though she is so much weaker than other leaders by comparison. So why not nerf Gym 2 and 3? Well, maybe, but there's also then Shelly after that. Like, I feel like that would end up nerfing a substantial part of the challenge within an early game, as opposed to just easing them into it with one, like, half roadblock, and then, you know, Florinia is still pretty nerfed. Buff Shell to be twice as strong. E18 Shelly, let's go. Okay, so before I forget, who's the easiest? It's Julia. It's definitely Julia, like we're talking about. So I'm going to stop looking at chat for a sec, just so I can finish a thought here. And you know what, I'll talk about this actually while I'm running around and doing stuff. But the way that the online league worked out was, there were 17 leaders at the time, so there were 4 blocks of 4 leaders each, and then the champion, because this was back before fairy type existed. Let's read this thing real quick. Amy, did you just win your first badge? Congratulations! It only gets harder from here, though. I was thinking about challenging Julia myself as well, but then I heard something awful. Apparently something is happening in the Obsidia Ward? Something about plants growing out of control, attacking people, and locking down the park? I was just heading over there to see if there's anything I can do to help. It's east from the Grand Hall if you want to come too. For now, take care. Okay, so the first 4 leaders, okay, so there's a few events that I want to get to. Firstly, I should get the Whimsir. Whimsir. Why did I just call it that? I don't call it that normally. Hey, do I need Pokesnacks for you? No. Yes. Okay. So the first 4 leaders were called the entry leaders, and the way that the progression in the online league worked was, and this is mentioned I think somewhere in game as of E19, if I remember correctly. But the order was flexible because not every leader was available in a day. So if you had, you could challenge up to 4 badges above your lowest missing badge. So if you had the first badge, the third badge, and the fourth badge, but not the second badge, you could challenge up to the 5th leader. Or like if you had all the first 3 badges, you can challenge up to the 7th leader. And that meant that the entry block was the set of leaders that anybody could challenge regardless of badges. And there was such a huge divide in the win rates and skill between the people who can challenge the 4th leader and who can challenge the 5th leader, because having to win even a single battle is such a huge barrier for a lot of people that it just filtered most of them out. Now that's not to say that there weren't a lot of people that went and like completed and got more badges through the league itself, but I noticed even back then that like 4th and 5th place would keep switching places because we adjusted the online leaders via win rate so like every week. And because 4th place would always have a decent win rate because they're fighting people who are, I'm just gonna say, less skilled or less familiar with the game. I don't want to kill you. I really should have healed. Oh my fucking god, I'm dumb. Okay, so we adjusted the win rates, and because of the discrepancy between 4th and 5th place, you know, like 4th place would have like a 70% or something, and then 5th place would have a, I don't know, 30% win rate against challengers, because it's still not a great type, but it's no longer getting the weakest trainers that couldn't get out of the entry block. So those two would just end up swapping every week until we figure out a better system around that. But I feel like it's kind of the same way with Julia and the rest of the game, where, you know, there's a subset of people that can't beat Julia or struggle to beat Julia, and it really needs to be both a wake-up call to them to improve their knowledge and skill, while also not feeling prohibitive. Seeing people get mad at Sonic Boom Julia. Oh yeah, and like you know, a lot of people don't know that's coming, don't know how important it is to like have some early power, or alternatively just have a couple Pokemon with at least exactly 41 HP. Like, there's a lot of prior game knowledge that, even though it's not like visible here, it's doing me favors, and that's why like the game is you know, very very varied is what I was trying to avoid saying. If nobody wants to, you will take another one. Okay, we got Rojo Platano. All right, welcome, by the way. I'm not going to send it. I'm not going to use it for now, but it may show up later. Who knows? Okay, and then do I have another focus next for the Gulpin? I should have healed. Oh my god, I should have healed. I forgot to heal again. Oh my fucking god. I'm going to die to a Gulpin. Okay, can I sustain through with Mega Drain? Okay, we're fine. We are less fine, but that's fine. I'm thinking, god, do I get into yellow? It has a citrus? No shot. Okay, Mega Drain for the HP or Stun Spore? I'm going to go for the HP. No, I'm going to go for the Stun Spore. Pain. Okay. Alright. I just have to hope I catch it. You know what? Fuck. This was so stupid. I should have prepared. I forgot that I hadn't healed twice.
You fuck.
Hi, good morning.
On stream?
No.
What's wrong with you?
Hi, Eiley. Please catch. Oh my god, okay. I need to go to a Pokemon Center right now. Alright, I am going to a Pokemon Center right now. I am not passing go. I am not collecting $200. Okay. Also, while we're here, I did make good on what I said between streams, and I went ahead and caught a Combi that we can use for Vespiquen, because I hear Vespiquen is cracked, and I everything I know leads me to believe that people hella sleep on it. So I want to try it, and there's something else I want to try, but we're gonna come back to that later in the stream. God, do I just swap out Cricketune? I'm gonna just swap out Cricketune. I know people wanted me to use Cricketune. In my friend group, we call Cricketune Dr. 2 badge because it's great for running over exactly Julia and Florinia and nothing else. I know it can do a little bit more than that. This is not Cricketune hate, just memes. But I'm really interested in Vespiquen for a reason. Oh yeah, I didn't look at the ability or anything, Honeygather, yeah. Yeah, Vespiquen is ridiculous early game. How do you catch a Combi if you didn't? Okay, so in order to smoothly get it between streams, I may have used a little bit of debug. Just a little bit of debug. Just ran down to Obsidia Ward and then ran back up in place so that I don't skip that cutscene.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing's wrong with me. Look at Baby.
Oh, baby on stream today.
Baby has been on stream, yeah. Mean bees are bugs. Okay, and actually, speaking of Combi though, who wants to be a Vespiquen? I will actually use this, so...
Me. See, she's right there.
Yeah, I showed them earlier.
Okay. Anyway, I fucked up your camera, so you have to fix it now. Good morning.
Gaiatrice for Combi. You got it.
I'm just hugging the baby.
Alright, so we're gonna get Combi trained up. Going to keep it as a Combi till level 29 so it can learn Bug Buzz. Probably not. In fact, definitely not. Like, Bug Buzz is good. I could just go physical. Actually, let's get the nature. Not that we can't change the nature. Bashful? Okay, so totally neutral, that's fine. So we could go either way. Okay, and now everybody's like, good morning, slept. Hope you slept well, etc. Okay, what else am I doing? Onyx. I should get Onyx. So Onyx can only be done after Julia because I didn't want any ground types to be before Julia, not because of difficulty, but I felt like that would be a cop-out. Like, most new players, I feel like, are going to know that there's an electric gym coming up, and they're just going to covet the ground types. So I really tried to avoid having any before Julia. Okay, so we talk to this guy, then we go up here. Wismer is dead and gone. He's looking for a tenant. And we just go back here.
Antenna? Like
Antenna.
on Combi?
Yeah, that's the one.
Ooh. Anyway, I should maybe watch this because I don't know how to get Onyx.
Oh yeah, you go talk to the hiker guy by the train station, and then you talk to a guy who's here, and then you talk to the hiker guy, and the hiker guy is here because he moved in, because you give him a place to live. Nice fine, pal. Not that I have any furniture move in, but I'm sure I'll find a way home before long. I really appreciate you helping me out here. Want to give you something? And it's an Onyx. Anybody want to be an Onyx? Wormadam is another one. Yeah, I hear Wormadam is pretty good early. Did I do the thing in the apartment building where there's a Pokemon feeding electricity? I did not. Wonk. You want to name it Wonk after yours? Sarah, do you want to be a giant Onyx? Oh, we can go ahead and name it Wonk for Lissa. That was Lissa's Steelix for post game, and it really pulled through, I hear. All right, so that's Onyx, Wismer, Skitty. I didn't remember where the Ultra Potion for Skitty was, and I didn't actually find Teddyursa last stream. What was I doing? Oh, right. I was gonna look around for Teddyursa real quick. There it is. And then let's see where else it went. There it is. Why does the Jasper Mareep no longer have electric terrain? Yeah, it was removed because it made Ampharos like way too good, and pretty much nobody had a reason to not use it that early.
Also,
So rather
good
than
morning.
hi, good morning, Eiley. Rather than removing or axing Mareep entirely, I just removed that specific bonus. Okay, so let's go get this Teddyursa now that I actually have the balls to do so. Oh, I thought that was the last one. Okay, so I was saying Teddyursa, and this is also true for Zangoose, Zorua, and maybe one or two other things. But I originally had them as roaming Pokemon, and I specifically had them roam through the city alleyways. It wasn't here, right? It was here. Great. And so the roaming scripts at the time did not work, so they just never appeared, which is why I made them the kind of like hide and seek events that they are now. But that is why that happened. That was easy. I wasn't even thinking about that. I flat out forgot to do anything. I was not paying attention to the battle. And that just caught at level 14. My Combi, Gaiatrix would have gotten slapped. Anybody want to be a Teddyursa? Oh, shit. See, and I forget that we add things like catch EXP and mid-battle evolution. So, yeah, a lot of those events were just roaming, and roaming was broken, which was probably for the best in the long run. But this Teddyursa also became a problem child because I messed up a variable in E18, so it would occasionally just despawn. Oh yeah, mid-battle Evo is in. Oh, Seawek asked? Yeah. Thank you for pointing that out. I totally missed Seawek asking. Do I want to send a party to the PC? Probably. I mean, I guess it's better than Poochyena.
That's so mean to Mightyena.
Like Mightyena is in early or great early, but you know, I don't know. We can use it for a moment. Okay, and I believe. Oh yeah, Skitty. Just need some Oranberry, so I can just grab that real quick. I was really hurt. I can fix it. Do you have an Oranberry, right? Yeah, great. Not an Ultra Potion.
Oh wow, now that the sun's up and it's bright in here, I can really see all of the cat fur that's all over the floor.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's you. That's baby residue.
Alright. We adopt Skitty because this child probably shouldn't keep it, even though it's totally just a house cat, and they totally could, but whatever. We'll just take this. You know, unless anybody really wants to be a Skitty here, I'm inclined to just name this CAD. Baby residue. Yep, that's true. Oh yeah, easy HMs is so necessary. 1,000% CAD. Okay. We'll just go with CAD. CAD is a member in the main Discord server who,
Dig is kind of a funny point.
Dig?
Oh, with Wesker, 1984.
Oh, yeah. God.
I wonder where you live or how old you are. I guess I could have political implications, so... What am I doing? I totally just spaced out. I'm not going to set a party member to the PC for this one. Is Delcatty normalized any good? Okay, so fun story about that one, actually. Oh, no.
Garchomp. The Garchomp on Pyrrhus. Solaris' Garchomp. Back in the day, our test group, Dan and Autumn, like around 2013-14ish. I think I can move on now. Around 2013-14ish, would always try and find a unique way to beat Garchomp on each of their playthroughs. Dan. Okay. Normalized. Yeah, Dan Garchomp. Yes. So Dan came up with a creative strategy that involved, and he had to cheat a little bit for this, but because Thunderwave wasn't in the game at the time, but Thunderwave Delcatty with Normalized to be able to paralyze the Garchomp and get some stuff done on it that way. And because this was back in when Essentials was still more incomplete, because base Essentials at the time, it was made up to Gen 3, and then Gen 4, future gens were kind of just tacked onto it. Gen 6 probably wasn't a thing yet, or maybe it was barely a thing, but definitely not much of a thing in the code, because we were still getting the programming for a lot of Gen 4 and 5 effects in. A lot of it was very inconsistent and incomplete, and probably nobody had ever tested normalize. Hey, I noticed that alert. Thank you, friendly necromancer. Welcome. Nobody had tested like a status move against a ground type with normalize.
You're talking so fucking fast.
I'm just trying to keep up with myself, if nothing else. Otherwise, I have to spend 30 seconds remembering what the hell I was saying. So anyway, it didn't work. The code was broken, it was bugged, catted, whatever. And I woke up to about, because they were testing this, over a few days, and I had to sleep eventually. And I woke up to like 20 lines of all caps, fuck you, Ame, fuck you, Ame, fuck you, Ame, for for that being bugged after they came up with a fantastic strat. Because in addition to that, so they fit, like Dan was programming for us at the time, so he fixed that, as I recall. But in addition to that, and I might be mixing up playthroughs, but a similar thing happened where they were using Sand Attack Purloin with Prankster. Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say, Ika. So they were dropping Garchomp's accuracy. But Dragon Rush was, for a lot of episodes, bugged, where it would always hit. No, it does not normally have 100% accuracy.
It's like 75.
You're hi, Saya. You know that.
It's a.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
This was a sarcastic comment.
Now I'm looking at the message.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
You got us.
Is there a mod here?
Hi, by the way, welcome. So yeah, no, but not just 100% accuracy. Like this was like Swift, and Aura Sphere never misses, right?
Yes.
Yeah, like that style of literally will not miss. Because I didn't know this at the time, Dragon Rush acts like Stomp, where both of those will never miss versus a target that is minimized. But the check for minimize was broken. Yeah, so Dragon Rush, for a lot of episodes, had perfect accuracy. And Dan had been resetting over and over and over to try and get a single miss. And that's how we figured out that was bugged. So that was another classic wake up to being cursed out for broken code. That, for the record, like, I just adopted Essentials. I didn't write the code. I didn't break that. This is not my fault. In fact, Dan's the programmer.
Tell it to the judge.
I'm telling it to the judge right now. All right, let's play this video game.
We're playing a video game?
That's true. Oh, you caught up already. Well, I was going to go help, but this guy won't even let me in. Ma'am, I'm under strict orders not to let civilians in this area, even well-intentioned ones. Road to hell and all that. Then how do you expect anything to get done about it? By your own admission, there are people trapped in there struggling, and you're keeping the ones who want to help locked out? The desire to better a given circumstance remains entirely uncorrelated with the ability to do so. Confounding variables in any situation contribute to unpredictability and decreased control. This principle holds doubly valid for the situation within Obsidia, wherein far too many unknowns yet exist to even begin to have just a rudimentary understanding of the scenario. I really was running out of breath on that one.
Yeah, that's probably because you haven't shut up in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I sometimes talk so fast on streams that I start hyperventilating and get Disney. Weren't I 28?
You get Disney?
Dizzy. Weren't I 28 like 3 months ago? Yeah, same. I feel that.
Yeah, I also feel that. That's me as a person. I'm 28 3 months ago.
You sure are, hon. The joke is she's not 28 yet.
Not 28 yet. I was 25 3 months ago. It's close.
Yeah. That basically rounds up to 28. Hey, Shaggy, welcome. Boy, am I glad to see you, Miss Florinia. You think you could do something about these two?
Amy has already demonstrated a variable competence in assisting the takedown of a criminally organized facility. Wait, you did what? In the other case, however, no evidence has been provided to suggest that the benefit from allowing access to an additional party outweighs the associated risk. The risk itself is indisputable and demonstrated appearance, to say nothing of unforeseen factors. Upon what merit do you base the claim that you deserve access to a highly volatile, still restricted area? I know you can't just let in every schmuck who wants to go through, but there are still people living there. Right now, while we're sitting here arguing about it, those people need help more than ever. I'm not going to get in your way or mess anything up, but I think if there's even just one person who can use a helping hand right now, it's worth offering it. Answer accepted. Full credit. On the authority of this speaker, these two will be permitted passage to the Obsidia Ward. Objections? No, ma'am. Go right on ahead. Good luck in there.
There's so much baby residue on the floor.
Oh, that worked. I'm so sorry. Yeah, there were 2 guards here in episode 18. I made it 1 just to simplify this scene, because, like, okay, so for the eventing, it's of course possible to work around it, but it's messier if there are 2 spaces that the player can, like, initiate the scene from. Granted, we can still talk to Victoria from several, but I don't know. I don't actually remember the specific example or reason. I just remember it was easier to reduce it to only 1. It also kind of helps with making the police force feel more spread out when there's not just, like, multiple guards blocking this path. I still prefer Microsoft Ringy. Roadblock's done nothing wrong. Okay. So then why is she called Roadblock? But actually, here's the thing. She still gets called that even though in episode 19, she has exactly 2 non-optional battles. And one of those is not exactly her own choice. So she kind of chooses to battle you and doesn't give you a choice exactly once in episode 19, and she still gets called that. In fact, that I almost made that optional. She almost had no mandatory battles. The speaker will brief you on the details of the situation, but the matter is best explained through observation. Let us proceed forward. Proceed with caution.
I see you have a Badu in your party, so what's this about letting memes die?
Well, okay, so we're trying to give Badu a chance here. This was a character arc.
Yeah, I don't really know what that means, so... what that means.
How much money do I have?
Got him.
Alright, so there is a new event here as of episode 19. I forget if I have to have it in the front. I think I changed that. But we will go ahead and get Akaru's hair did. Can I interest you in a grooming procedure for once a day for 1,500, which we can we can do better, but let's go ahead and do this. All right, will be just a moment. Okay, here it is, cute as can be. You're looking so cute, Akaru. So proud of you.
OMG. Totes.
Welcome back, Miss Sarah Vauclain. We've just gotten your latest shipment up this morning. A few of our regulars were already all over it. Oh, right. I suppose that was today, wasn't it? You've still got a lot of loyals out there eager to pick up the endorsement. We're flattered that you've chosen us to feature you. Nice of them to stick around for the slow decline. I was just here to pick up the usual. Of course, we've got it all ready for you. Just 1 second, please. New regular? Oh, they're just a first-timer. But you never know what could be the first of many. Or the last. Wild hair and a tight outfit? You'd fit right in at my gym with a look like that. Maybe pay us a visit sometime. Here you are. Appreciated. Until next time, then. Don't forget to call me when you find the cure to aging. How did Sarah get into the city? She could fly or something.
Yeah, like, come on. Duh.
There's an ice flying type, right?
Delibird. Articuno.
We went opposite directions with that.
We sure did, didn't we? Yeah, no, like, see, everybody else in the game has fly. It's just you.
Yeah. Hey there, need to buy something? I will buy 1 Pokeball from you, sir.
From this fucking rando.
From just the rando seller. It's nobody in particular. Please come again. Yeah, it's not much, is it? And they still make me stand out here and chill it. Why don't you take a sample on the house? See you around.
You never see that guy again.
Never again. Okay, so I don't do names. I'm curious. Have you played the E19 updates? Because I see you reacting to the Sarah and Taka cameos, which makes me think you either haven't played or did you just miss them? Do the protagonists have a Pokemon type preferences based on their canon personalities? I have not assigned them canon personalities really. I have headcanons, but I even then I haven't really assigned like specific Pokemon to them for that. I prefer to leave that up to players. No, this is not my favorite matchup. Actually, these
Go work on that.
Oh god. Oh god.
You're stuck in this.
Okay, so I'm going to have to switch, a card out so that I don't lose the happiness. Sarah very
Actually,
carefully digs out the entire...
You win this so far.
Only if it misses rollout. Yeah.
Okay, well now you're back.
Now I have to switch.
Maybe if you like growth first turn or something, you'd have better odds.
I don't know about that. I'm sorry, Sealick. I'm sorry for everything. I'm sorry for everything, Lua. And this should be turn 5.
Well, Charm would have been great.
I was assuming it was faster. But I guess I don't know that for sure.
It's a Togedemaru against
I actually don't know
Pachirisu.
how fast these are.
You sure don't. Let me go ask the internet.
Okay. Wait, was that... Okay, that's a new rollout. I was so scared for a sec. Alright. I also should probably have somebody besides Hikaru in the lead. And we should talk to this lady. I am worried sick I am. Excuse me, you haven't seen a boy yay high wandering around anywhere, have you? My son was separated from me, and if anything happened to him, I don't know what I would do. So that's going to be an ability capsule in a bit. You're going to be a sticker in a bit.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit?
Oh, shit.
Alright. What we
It
got?
is 95 base speed on Pachirisu to 96 base speed on
96.
Togedemaru.
Oh, shit. Okay. Damn. Alright.
So, like, really a couple of EVs in speed would have been enough to put you over the top.
Yeah. Is there anything that I need to care about around here? This is a steel gem, is it? Yeah. Steel gem right below me. Daycare couple. Let's go ahead and do that because I should be able to take him, right? Hello, I am the daycare lady. You're, never mind. Actually, we're closed. Sorry about that. Hello, I am the daycare man. You should leave your Pokemon with my wife. Sorry, it seems we need to close. Have a nice day. I'm sorry, but you simply must go. Come back another day, or don't. No, really, you should leave. You're getting on my nerves. Leave. There's nothing to stick around for. What part don't you understand? The get or the out? Fine. You leave us no choice. We'll eliminate you ourselves. This is an attack, so brace for impact. To eliminate this infestation, blah, blah, blah. I already read this once. It's the only other time I used it.
Yeah, it's kind of mid.
It's pretty mid. Alright. So, being level 12 might not have been my greatest plan here. I'm going to hope...
Yeah, I really should have thought that one through.
I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna scream is what I'm gonna do, if that's cool with everybody.
Please don't.
Yeah, like if I can switch Vulpixen safely, then it's fine. So I'm assuming they're going to go for Combi. So I'm going to switch Vulpixen over Lua.
No, these guys are pretty strong.
Okay, this is fine. This is all totally fine. What is this moveset?
Baby Doll Eyes against Jangmo might help.
I mean, I'm not expecting Jangmo to last too long with Icy Wind.
Well, what, then do it on...
Yeah. Or, well, no, because it's side. I'm just gonna attack.
And that was a crit. Wow. Yeah, that was some good planning right there, wasn't it?
Fuck. Alright, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. This... will Mega Drain plus Fury Swipes kill? Nobody knows, let's find out. Yes!
Easily. Way to not believe in Akaru. That's so mean of me.
You know, I forgot there was a Minior here. This time we'll use the Baby Doll Eyes. That did nothing. And it's a special attacker, and it got the boost.
I can take him, says Ummi.
I thought I could take them.
Man, I remember when you thought you could take them.
Is this gonna be my first reset? It's to the fucking daycare couple?
That'd be pretty funny.
That would be fucked up. Yeah,
Especially if by fucked up you mean tremendous comedy.
Lua bide. That's so 2 turns doubles. I don't know if that happens, especially with
that's
Buddy
a bold.
out.
That's a bold fucking move right there.
Yeah. When was the last save? Shit, when was the last save?
We don't want to think about things like that.
I
right
might just
now.
take the L just in case. I think.
Have you saved all day?
I'm not sure if I have.
Because I don't think you've saved since I've been here.
So I should take the L. Which is awkward.
Yeah, take the L. If that's what it comes down to, that's what it comes down to.
I think
it's
it
okay.
does.
You can try your best. Don't you have stun spore?
I do.
Can't you use that on the fucking Minior?
No, I can't.
Why?
It's immune to status.
Oh, right. That's because that's what the thing does. Well, oh, and I guess you can't change the ability either. Well, that sucks. Lol,
yes, Spacey, I'm
lol,
fucked.
you're ass at this game.
I'm shit at this game.
Lol. Lol, 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 lol. Can I get some lols in chat?
Do you think I did save in the Pokemon Center? Like, I can try the bide. I told everybody at the start of this game, I have spent a lot more time making this game than I've had spent playing it. Like, I thought these guys only had Jangmo and Venonat. I forgot that I gave them 2 Pokemon each. At the very least, I saved on Sarah. Okay.
Frankly, there's always a chance that somebody else did that. The part that you forgot about, but nah, it's probably your fault.
We're gonna try it. They are not going for Lua yet, which means she might survive.
What is Lua gonna do?
I'm going for the desperate bide strat.
Well, you could do some tickling.
They're both special attackers.
Oh, well then do nothing and cry.
Okay. Thank you for oh, they're going for Mage. Okay, so the side beam is going to go through. That did nothing.
Source, trust me, bro. I really don't.
Alright. We're just gonna find out when I saved. Okay, thank you for the confirmation. Oh, I saved right before going in here.
Well,
Great.
that's good.
Okay, so we're gonna pretend like that never happened, okay?
Oh, wow, I can't believe you forgot to record again. Haha.
Haha,
What a funny coincidence.
crazy. Okay, so we just had a brief cutscene to watch Victoria walk this way, because because I changed the sequence of events here. You used to not be able to get by this way, as many people know, and because
I actually didn't realize that crack was smaller.
yeah,
So, I mean,
yeah.
you know.
So because people are so used to running straight down to the slums, a lot of people don't notice you could go this way in episode 19, and they end up skipping this scene, and then that skips the Victoria battle, and stuff just gets awkward from there. So the Victoria battle is deliberately skippable, specifically, you know, because it felt weird forcing it. I didn't really have a reason for her to force herself on fighting you, and like, you know, the original plan was you can't go this way, so you have to go through the slums, and that's still what happens, or that's still kind of what happens, but like, it was weak. There was no real indication that, like, you know, this would be the normal path when the crack extended all the way up here and you couldn't pass through there, because there was no singer explanation for this being Main Street. So it just, like, I wanted to rework this sequence of story events early to make it a little clearer why you have to go to the slums and give a better reason for it. And then just there, it felt really awkward around this part, which is why I needed to make a bunch of changes. Sarah, please. I said force herself to fight you, okay?
Please.
As previously stated, it's better seen than told. What were you gonna say?
It's gonna get a couple yikes from me, dog.
Oh yeah, F12 counter definitely 0. That's true, that's true. We need to get the F12 counter that just always says 0 regardless of how many times I actually F12. Where's the gym battle, lol? I don't know what you mean by that.
I really get one of those in-game, but unfortunately I quit, so...
Oof. Obsidia Park is one of the single largest isolated collections of flora within official city limits. However, it is merely that, a park. Under normal circumstances, it is nothing like the malignant tangle here displayed. Similar conditions have been observed within the Jasper and Barrel wards as well, hence the current lockdown. How did this happen? Draw it on a piece of paper and tape it behind us. A small park, you say? A Paul Clark, you say?
OMG, I can't believe the park is working for Meteor!
Whoa! Okay, so let's talk about this real quick. Because a lot of people know that this whole graphic of the trees and stuff being like this is new. And so there are a couple reasons for that. The first is because it looks infinitely better. This was always kind of my plan, but I didn't quite have the spriting and tile and eventing, actually mostly eventing, comfort to do this back in episode 2. Part of the reason for that is that this is made possible by, say, some of Cass's improvements to the optimization and MKXP, because with MKXP, we don't have to worry about lag, and we don't have to worry about giant event graphics that hang off the side of the screen and follow us wherever we go, because that's a common issue with Essentials. So if we have, so this is all.
Glad I could help.
Eily. So all of these trees are stored in an event graphic. Oh, and for terminology, an event is basically anything that does something on the map that isn't part of the map itself. So like NPCs are events, these little wiggly vines are events, the headbutt trees are events, encounter grass is not. That's an exception. Hidden items are events, story triggers are events, all of those are events. So what we have here is an event on, I think it's the start of the fence, like I have the cursor right, so it's going to be on the fence along the side here, is just displaying a giant fucking graphic. And it's hanging over the entire screen. The problem and reason we couldn't do that before is because if the graphic is bigger than a certain distance past the width of the screen or height of the screen, either way, then the anti-lag script will kick in, because Essentials comes with a built-in anti-lag script. And what that does is it says, okay, we don't care about the events that are off screen. we only care about the events that are within the viewable part of the screen and a small barrier around that. And that was also the source of a lot of freezes during development and testing, because if an NPC is moving, I can time it to wait for the NPC to finish moving. But if the NPC moves outside of the screen bounds, then
they stop updating.
yes, which means if we're waiting for it to finish moving, it will never finish moving, and so the game will freeze. So Sarah just asked, does the script help more or hurt more? And the answer is it absolutely hurts more. Somebody mentioned Essentials, hearing a lot of bad things about Essentials, and it has gotten a lot better over time, but we're on an old version.
I think Marin still works there. Marin still fucking sucks.
There's that. So it got a lot better over time, but we're on an old version. Also, a lot of the work Cass has done to break Essentials out of the confines of RMXP, a lot of it is RMXP limitations, so it's better because of that. But as a base, when we started, pretty rough. So we did end up removing the anti-lag script. That was something Cass figured out, that thanks to all of her optimizations.
If anything, it probably hurt more than it helped.
Yeah, exactly. Even independent of all these issues, running the anti-lag script was less efficient than not running it after her optimizations. So we were able to eat that, which lets us do things like not worry about NPCs freezing when they leave the screen border, or use these giant graphics. Somebody mentioned the fact that this section used to lag, and that's because before Cast showed up, we had a soft limit of about 160 events per map. Anti-lag part of the problem in Desert?
No, Desert's just really big.
No, actually, Shuggy, I assume you're talking about the trains following you. There was still in public release a train graphic that would get stuck and follow when you walked around. And yes, that was because of the anti-lag script. Cast is a blessing, that's true. Yeah.
Thanks, I try.
So...
I don't know who that is, but thanks, I try.
What was I saying? I got distracted again. Desert, anti-lag, lag. Right, so 160 on normal ARMXP engine, because it's a C++ software from about 2005, it could not use most of the modern advantages that a lot of PCs would have. So older computers would start lagging around 150 events. Newer computers would start lagging around 200 to 300. And this, because of all the vines that we had to make the park feel overgrown, lagged the heck out of it. And even clearing up that as much as possible, because of all the NPCs and teleport events going on this map, we were still running into the lag limit a lot.
Animated graphics are actually more bad even.
Yeah.
Those still aren't perfect.
Mm-hmm. And so, in the past, we tried splitting Obsidia in half. And that, because of map connections, almost made it worse. We'll have to talk about map connections a different time. I'm not going to sit here, but yeah, this has been a troublesome map for a long time because of the park and other things on it, and we've tried so much to make it not lag, and in the end, Cass saved us. So thank you, Cass Eiley. Anyway, witnesses reported several suspicious individuals hauling a large machine to the center of the area prior to the incident. Current hypothesis: aforementioned subjects deliberately perpetrated spontaneous erratic growth of the target area of said device.
Oh my god, use smaller words.
I feel like every ramble ends with, and that made it worse, so Cass saved us. Yeah, that sounds about right. Specific method of action unknown. Procedure: an exploratory party will traverse the growth and attempt to reach the device at the center. Obstacles: the speaker's primary colleague remains absent. Additionally, mutated flora possesses significant difficulty for traversal. This may be remedied through use of TMX Cut. Said machine currently resides in possession of aforementioned colleague. Directive: assisting parties should seek the above-mentioned colleague and obtain Cut. This speaker will remain here and monitor the situation in case of any additional sudden changes. So, we need to look for the person who has Cut? Where are they? Yeah, I understand none of what you're saying, but go off, girl. Which is why I usually have to have, Victoria or Julia or whoever restate it, just in case. You know you could just say I, right? Oh yeah, so that was one of the changes I made in E19, was editing a lot of the I's out of her early game dialogue. I kind of found her voice and found the way she avoided saying I more as development went on. And late in E19, or not even late in E19 developed, like by E18 or E19, I figured out that this speaker was the way I wanted her to talk, which I actually first picked up that form of grammar from my previous job because that was the way that they had to file client reports. In my old job, for the record, like, you know, the orderlies at Sigmund's orphanage, I was basically an orderly. So I saw that the therapist would write out documents as in, this writer believes the client has this opinion, or this issue. And that really struck to me as odd, but I suppose that's just the academic way to refer to oneself in third person, and it felt perfect for her. So I was really, really excited to make that change. As for her avoiding I, that's just a personal issue that I had in my past, so I kind of put a bit of myself into her that way. I used to feel, and ironic, right, because I just started like 8 sentences with the word I, but I used to try and avoid starting any sentence with the word I because I felt like it was inherently arrogant to make myself the subject of a sentence. This is how I like felt when I was like 16.
You're a mess, hon.
Maybe a little bit.
Just a little bit?
Yeah. Has all the scripting changes in the course of development changed the course of Starlight's development? I wouldn't say directly, other than that, like, I know I have a much better understanding of what to be looking for as far as poorly optimized code and be aware of that from the get-go and try to have good practice with that to make cast not go insane from the outset. But I don't know if it's been that much of a change otherwise, unless I'm forgetting something.
I don't know.
Okay, fair.
Who even are you?
I'm probably Kira. Let's see. Why did I make Flurry talk like a robot? That was okay. We can talk about why Flurry is like that.
Later.
Yeah. But that's a fair question. Yeah. I'm just gonna agree with Gayatris there. Like, you know, it's healthy to have a little bit of, you know, self-presence. Let's not even call it, like, self-centeredness, because that has such a negative connotation, but, like, it is okay to exist and be a person in a conversation and space. Just saying.
Is it?
I hope so. Who is responsible for placing over 100 hidden items in Tourmaline? Was winded to say the least. So that's really surprising to me. Whoever did that was probably me. But I really don't think that there are that many in there because I had to care a lot about the event limit when I was doing that. So I didn't think there were that many. But probably the issue you have is that there's 4 versions of the map, and even though there aren't a ton of hidden items on any individual one, because the fact that they can vary between them, you probably kept seeing things later that you hadn't gotten, and it felt like there were a lot more than there are, which is interesting. We will probably have another patch Sunday, but it's not currently an active thing. 30 or 40, gosh. Yeah, I agree with everybody who's talking about the whole it's okay to exist thing. Like I know I just said that, but like just, you know, appreciate everybody for talking about personal experiences and, you know, being supportive about that. Yes, I wish that were a more commonly accepted opinion thing. So we need to look for the person who was cut? Where are they? Colleague was last known to be investigating rumors of other suspicious individuals in this area. The speaker believes that she has most recently been searching the area south of the given premises. Subject name, Amaria. Oh, I've heard of her. She's a leader too, right? Long, bright, teal hair? Correct.
Deep down, everybody's a leader.
Same. If nothing else, we have to lead ourselves.
And not a gym leader, mind you. I mean like a leader of, like, pop.
Oh. I suppose we probably have at least a liter of fluid within our bodies. Okay, so we're looking for Amaria in the area south of here. Really just doing my best to have Victoria restate everything Florinia says for the player. We'll find her quicker if we split up, so I'll go ahead and get started. Good luck! We can also go ahead and grab a Swirlix real quick. So if you have a sunny day, you can get a Vanillite here. But I haven't had a sunny day. I don't remember what that bottom person sells. Oh, that's the XP candy vendor, right. God, I'm so, like, unfamiliar with my own E19 changes. Because I kind of just swept through and did stuff based on notes. Alright,
Wow, Ame, did you even make this game?
Did I? I wonder. What's this?
Right now, I bet everybody wonder.
No. I have to... Okay, so it's the S key. I'm used to it being shift. So there's actually totally a way to cheat with these rotation things. If you look very closely on these tiles, you can see that the left edge here, on this one that I've just highlighted, is darker than the other edges, because of the way that I made them. It casts a shadow on the bottom edge, so I automatically know that that's the bottom edge of this tile. Wherever it goes. I don't know where that goes right now. Wait, did that... I didn't even rotate it right. Come on. There we go.
LOL. Destroyed by tile puzzle.
Or you can also look in the files folder for the images, but that's boring!
Hey baby, are you hanging out with me? You're always busy.
So the person is credited in the README, and I don't remember who it is offhand. But I will admit, I kind of shamelessly stole this art off of DeviantArt. Like, it was just a cool Swirlix art, and I was not very careful with permissions because I was still expecting to get bored and drop this game in a matter of days, rather than have it go anywhere. And the same is true for the Spritzy art for similar reasons. So that's awkward. And I believe I had to make some changes to it, like changing the tint of the corners, definitely of Spritzy. I don't remember about this one, to help it be a little bit more distinct, where the Pokemon isn't actually part of the thing. I'm so used to the button for this being shift. We had to change that, and now I keep hitting it. Oh, I rotated too far. I am no better than Full Moon's creator, that's right. I mean, okay, actually, I guess I credited it, at least. But, it was not my best move. Yeah, I started using TCG art later on for this, so that I avoided that issue. You managed a good relationship with both Amaria and Tanya? That sounds like some kind of mistake. Impressive.
Uh-oh. Guess we'll have to fix that in the next update.
Let's see, is this gonna be here? And that's probably there. What am I missing? Ah, that's the tail. I see what no. There we go. Alice, I appreciate what you're saying, but, I've had a Patreon for years. Like, that's why I've been able to work on this full time, is because the community has been very, like, excellent for supporting us and for supporting development. Speaking of changing buttons, was there any reason for no longer being able to rebind the speed up key? That was because of switching to MKXP. They use a different rebind control scheme that conflicted with ours. Also, it turned out that the inefficiency of our control scheme was a huge contributor to lag, and in order to make a rebind key for speed up, we would have had to recode in the F1 context menu. I don't know if this is going to show up. I don't think it will. We would have had to recode that in C++, which we didn't really have somebody who was terribly familiar with that available to do that in the time that we had. Yeah. So it was just kind of a technical limitation, basically. Anybody want to be a Swirlix? Or have a Swirlix named after them, however you want to. You didn't make a Reborn Patreon, though. Yes, you're right. I was very clear. I was very careful about making that for me as a developer rather than Pokemon. Do you think there's a future out there where Starlight becomes a console game? Yeah. Sure, why not? That would be cool. I'm not committing to that right now. You'll be Swirlix? Sweet. But how can you be... I was gonna say, how can you be a Swirlix if you're an Audino? Online trading according to Uranium. That's interesting because, as you know, we also have online trading, and I don't know. I've stopped trying to understand why the things that happened. I think that Uranium was like maybe that, but they also were in the upswing between Pokemon Go and X and Y, and they went viral then. So it just was a lot of factors. All right. I don't think there's anything else we need to deal with here right now. I'm in decent condition, so let's go ahead and head up to the slums after we fight this guy. Hello, Machina, welcome. Yeah, like, so I would like to do Starlight on a console once we finish, but that's definitely a decision for once we finish, and I'm not quite mentally there yet. Oh, bye, thanks for hanging out. And then... merchandising, you know, we'll see what happens. The other thing about Reborn, and this was true for Prism as well, Uranium and Prism both put out trailers, like hype trailers on YouTube to promote the game's release. And we didn't do that specifically.
Stay low key.
Yeah, we were really trying to stay low key. And yeah, I think that's a lot of why like they got enough attention to force Nintendo to act. We have playable Arda and Starlight. Oh dear. Maybe we can adopt an Arda at some point.
Hi.
Not playable. One day there will be Starlight Divide cosplays. That'll be sweet. There have been a few people who cosplayed Reborn characters. Let's see. Here's the Lillipup guy. I think this one was not a roaming event because I don't think I could have made it start roaming. Surely I could have made it on a Switch. Was that also a roaming event? I don't remember, actually. I'm going to shut the fuck up because I don't know shit about this game, apparently. Oh yeah, street signs. By the way, I've just remembered here. So the numbers go across the width of Reborn all the way, I believe. So it's west to east, first up to... Let's see, if this is 10th, it's probably like 11th or 12th. And then the different wards, so a lot of them are named after the major cities of each region. Up on a different section of the city, it's named after color versions of the game. And then in some random places like Peridot, it's just kind of whatever. Yes, so by roaming encounters, I mean a la like Entei, Raikou, Suicune in Gen 2, or the Latis in Gen 3. Like roaming legendaries. So the way I set it up originally, or tried to set it up, was so that they would roam specifically between all of the alleyways of the city. Actually, that's not true. I think I set it up so that Teddyursa would roam anywhere between Obsidia and Peridot, and that's probably true for Lillipup, but I made it Zangoose and Zoroa try to roam between the alleyways. Am I going to soft reset mining rocks to get an ice stone? No, because we've solved that problem without having to soft reset. What version was that changed in? It had to have been early. I would guess somewhere around episode 9, maybe? But I just don't know for sure. I'm so sorry for Meech. I'm sorry for everything. Is there a hidden item here? I didn't put a hidden item in the trash can. Yes.
You asshole.
I didn't expect it to lose to a Pidove.
You killed Meech against a Pidove?
I don't know how that happened. Okay, so the slums. Since we're here. So originally I had a very specific idea in mind for the slums, which I feel like I was much better able to, can I just kill this? Actualize in the E19 update. So my original idea for the slums was basically what you see today, but less stylized as an abandoned mall. That was something that I felt like I realized my understanding of that idea was perfect for that, but I wasn't really thinking of it that explicitly in the first point. But because I was just kind of very quickly, dare I say, lazily mapping through areas in a completely linear, boring, hasty fashion. I really hadn't gotten myself back up to the point of being able to make maps like this again when I was first going through episode 2. And I wasn't even trying to do so that hard, because again, like I said, this is still in the portion of the project that I thought I would just get bored and abandon it. Oh fuck, it's a Dunsparce. Oh fuck. Oh shit, panic. This thing is going to have rollouts still, probably.
You're about to get fucked by a Dunsparce.
Let's see if I can paralyze it. Why did 2 of them have pursuit?
It wasn't me, I think.
It wasn't. Pulse 2 Mana, normal spooky. Yeah, so this was originally a super lazy area, and so I tried. You guys probably didn't even see that version, most of you. Some of you, I'm sure. Most of you probably didn't see it. The version before the jumpy platforms, yes. So I did add the jumpy platforms in a future update. I want to say that was around episode 9. See, Weck, you might be able to confirm that better than I can. But yeah, so it was super boring before, and then I tried to make it feel a little more decrepit by just changing the textures, but the map was the same. Got a bite. You don't battle me because you're not a trainer class sprite. Never know what you'll find in place and time. Never know what you find's about to put the mine in gold mine. Yeah, I don't remember writing that dialogue. I wasn't sure where the hell that was going to go. You're a fightable trainer down there. I wanna... Okay, tell you what. We'll put Jan in the front since Combi is sleeping right now. Fight this and then get the light shard. Light shards were my solution because when I was like I said, I played the early game specifically a ton, especially when I was first making the early episodes, because I felt like, okay, making a game super important to be testing it regularly, and I quickly learned that although that is probably true, it's also super infeasible to test the whole thing all the time. Anyway, I played the early game a ton and realized that there were certain points after like a handful of these Slums trainers that people always wanted to go back and heal. So I'm like, okay, how can we solve for this? Let's make light shards a thing. Do you do anything? If you're selling, I'm buying, and if you're cops, I'm joking. Yeah, we're really 3 for 3 on pursuit, right? So this guy's just gonna talk about light shards. All right. And this is the one guy who wants his Slums face to be clean. I feel like that's important, smiley face. So when I went back to, I think I missed it already actually. But there's space here where the Mankey run by and up off the screen, and like that was kind of my original conception for the Slums. Is just like, you know, it's a ruined building, probably more spacious than the original map was, but there's just, you know, wild Pokemon that have made it their home, and you can kind of see them running around from above, and then you eventually get down to their level and have to deal with them. That was like my baseline original plan for the Slums and why this Grafty gang was at the end. And I hella did not deliver on that until recently. Now, I am super happy with how the Slums turned out. I really love this area a lot, actually. And like the escalators were super fun to make, and this transition, like, I like 2D games a lot more than 3D games, just like in general, on principle. Like, this isn't a comment about any specific games, but I like the idea of 2D more, and I'm more familiar with it, and it's especially way more practical to develop. But there's a lot more cool areas that you can do with 3D, because even just doing bridges in 2D is such a pain. So I was really excited when I was mapping this and trying to figure out, you know, how can we have both the, it's not, you can kind of see it down here at the corner, but it's more obvious on the other side. How can we have like a transition so you see both the upper and lower levels when you're going through the escalator? And the answer turned out was super simple. Yeah, 3D is just like so much heavier, especially for making models. Well, I may as well do this. Actually, I should catch one of these just for Dex. 2D games also make hidden locations feel more special when done right. Yeah, I guess it's hard to do 3D games with hidden locations, like isometric aside. But like, you know, for full camera control 3D games, it's hard enough to clarify where you're supposed to go, let alone where is a hidden area. We are numerically going to run out of names. Yeah, that's true. I'll be a Trebush. Oh, Sarah had volunteered first. That's okay. Sarah, you can be something later. I know what we talked about. So yeah, so I mean, I really enjoyed making this area and figuring out a solution for the transitions here. And I kind of wish that like I had figured that out at any point earlier in development to be able to use it more. We use it exactly once later in post game, beyond here.
I mean, frankly, it's a good thing that I just made you go back and redo all this shit anyway.
That's true.
Haley. Ame really didn't want to go over early game, and I was like, you should really go over early game.
Yeah,
just because one, you know, there were some parts of it that really had not aged well, and two, like, you know, the fact that you're better at things now means that you can do cool shit like this.
Yeah. Well, and I think...
But Ame was like, I don't know.
I really did not want to commit to it when I was already feeling super overwhelmed by post-game, but once we got out of most of the work of post-game, I was really excited for it.
Once you got into most of the development, you felt a lot better about it in the first place.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Like, as soon as we said that you didn't have to, like, work on a quest for fucking Volcanion, you were doing fine.
Yeah, Volcanion.
Just put it
was
in the
my
fucking
sacrifice.
Just put it in the fucking springs. Who gives a shit? It's Volcanion.
Yeah. But I really wish I'd done that more, so I'm counting on Jan to use that trick more in Rejuve going forward to make like spaces with multiple floors that we can see between. The other thing I was going to say is that this transition is so easy. The way that this transition works is by doing nothing. Like normally when we move through a transition, what we do is we fade out the screen, we move you to the new map, and then we fade in the screen. But I had somehow gone 10 years of development, 9 years of development, without realizing that if you simply do not fade out the screen, it automatically fades like this. That's all it is. So if you have two maps that are positionally identical aside from the differences, then you can smoothly fade between them for this effect.
You're just a square sometimes.
That's true. Alright, so now with the revamps of the section, there is a hidden switch in the refrigerator, and if you flip that, you can opt out of having to fight Victoria, because it didn't make... I couldn't figure out a reason why you had to fight Victoria to progress. It just felt weird forcing it, especially given all the roadblock memes. So I'm like, okay, let's make it optional, but then how do you progress? And this scene, I still don't feel great about this. Like, it's kind of shoehorned together that... like us fighting still triggers the way forward, but you know, it's whatever, it doesn't really matter. Oh, I'll definitely fight Victoria here. That's why I went back and healed. So what's she gonna lead? Is it Ralts?
Or is it Pichu?
Or is it Pichu? It's one of them. Either way, might as well get Vulpix some more EXP. God,
it was so difficult to make Victoria more capable of causing any problems for you.
Episode 11 was jumpy platforms. Great. Sweet. Yeah, so one of the things with early game in particular, partly for speedrunning, but mostly for people who just replay the game over and over and over, I wanted to make it possible to get through the early game super fast and cut out most of the bullshit. Like, things like being able to go straight to the factory after Fern, or skip the cutscene that we just did in front of the park, or you know, not see Corey's death scene on the bridge. Stuff like that is optional now, so that you can just kind of go about your business if you're just doing a run or something and have already seen the story 18 times. I believe you do get a relationship point if you fight her, but I don't remember that for sure. Wait, how is that a flashback to the Starlight demo? I thought maybe Amaria would have come through here, but I can't make any headway here at all. And these guys are awful. Training or not, I can't help but feel out of my depth here. Hey, would you agree to a match? We could probably both use the experience. What do you say? It is an important moment, but you can just choose to not witness it, and the game still continues. You find out about it from Lapis. Don't hold back, okay? Kiki always said you can't train the mind without the body. Let's put both into the fullest. She has a 4th Pokemon? Ah. I see.
Yeah, that was probably
so late, very late in E19 updates, Cass went through and updated a lot of the early game trainers to not just use level up moves like they used to.
Yeah, and one of the things was like, oh my god, how the fuck do I make a Ralts and a Pichu challenging? And the answer is you can't. But...
The answer is you give them a different Pokemon. I see what you're talking about, Tireless. Yeah. God, that Ralts still kind of did me some hurt. Payback. Interesting choice to learn Payback. I like its coverage, I guess.
Do you use Baby Doll Eyes ever? Because I somehow don't think you do.
I don't think I do. I don't think Baby Doll Eyes is gonna save Vulpix to low defense. Okay, and now we're getting out of here. I don't have a plan for this. Oh fuck.
What's your plan?
Die?
Oh, yeah.
Like half my team is weak to fire, and half of it is weak to rock. Okay, maybe only 2. And half of it is weak to fighting. And...
Well, you should hit it, and then...
I will...
And then pray.
I will do it a hit.
And also, presumably, a pray.
Okay. I'm gonna switch here, Baby Doll Eyes. Ow! Shit, okay. I was thinking I'd at least get one attack off. Is this where I wipe to Victoria?
Good.
I am not used to this battle being significant. Oh my god, it has... No, it has bulk up. Wait, but it's faster. Fuck.
You're fucked.
How is it faster? I would just encore against bulk up.
The Roadblock is doing her job, eh? Wow. That's, like...
Tachi doesn't have Nuzzle yet.
Not even remotely accurate to this version of the game. So, you tried, buddy, and try harder next time.
Oh god, it should have gone for Encore. I didn't think it would bulk up twice. It has Power Trip? What did you do?
I'm fucking worse.
This is just... The early game is now just gonna be Cass killing me. Because she did the trainer updates. I don't know what's coming for some of these battles. I literally don't know. Oh, fuck. I am toast.
You're toast. You're
Is this a Mori?
so
Because I am
fucked.
toast.
Best case for you is you just do a lot of charm and don't get fucked. But I mean, you know, maybe level up your Mons, Jesus. Remember all that time that you spent trying to level up a Burmy? Wow, that was really worthwhile. Oh, you're fucked. It's over.
I'm just
Victoria's sweeping you.
Reset.
Oh, come on. Take the death like a pro.
Oh, shit. Alright.
You're
Clearly,
great.
I will outspeed.
And then you'll get that off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll outspeed.
I'll outspeed the +3, whatever.
I gave him flame charge. Oh, power trip. I'm the worst.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take the death for the friendship evolution. But I'm just...
You can always surrender.
I'm just gonna reset.
Okay, fine.
Just catch the Torracat. Hi, Glassbird, by the way. Welcome.
Well, see, it's funny that you say, whoa, it's like this game was meant to be hard or something, because people usually said that in the same breath as, then why does Victoria, suck so much? Why do all of the rival battles just kind of suck and feel like normal trainers? And, I really felt like I had to fix that. So, it was kind of fun to look through a bunch of, Mon movesets and be like, okay, what kind of horse shit can I get away with doing early game? And, lot of horse shit, it seems.
This shit's like 2 horses.
Shut the fuck up!
Here, let's just get a quick baby cam while I'm
Yeah, we
getting
gotta do
fucking
some baby
wrecked
cam,
by
like,
Victoria.
There's baby cam. There's me. I've got my Combi.
Gen 7, I believe.
You did great.
I don't know if I'm going to play Scarlet Violet yet. We'll see. We'll see how people like it.
We'll
I
see
do
how
not
it
have
goes.
high expectations right now.
They're taking some big dramatic steps that most video games manage to fuck up. So
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So, God, okay. Rolling a sound attack is not a bad idea, but let's try it with everybody at level 18. Let's just see if I can do anything here. And the answer is I probably still can't because I still got outsped by the Torcat.
I just suck at this game.
Because I suck at this game.
You're just the fucking worst at this video game. Who let you play video games?
Who let me play? Why are you guys here? What are you doing? Go watch somebody who knows how to play Pokemon. Don't actually. I appreciate you all.
I don't. See ya.
What? Oh. That's new.
Oh, that must be the other Pokemon that she has.
Suppose it is, isn't it?
Cool, time to replan. Oh, you're at level 18 and not 20. Crazy.
Yeah, I wanted to see if I could do it like this.
Alright, cool. You know what? A shout out to Diz for saying that the failure is entertaining, because that's what you're coming here for, am I right? Cool. If you wanted to see stream progress, you came to the wrong stream.
No. We'll get there. We'll get there.
It is 5:10. You've been streaming for 2 hours and you're still only at Victoria.
That is interesting, isn't it? Huh. Maybe I can just grow it up real quick here. But then Torcat's just going to switch in and I will have to get out regardless. Ow.
Oh, that's nice. Look at.
Oh my
that.
god. That
Look,
1
look
HP
at,
plus
look at,
crit.
Look at that. Look at this. That sucks.
Alright, well that's fine. Lua has... Okay, actually, interesting. Interesting thoughts. If I have Lua out when Torracat comes up, maybe I can just Charm right away. That is not a Torracat. Does that thing win? Surely... that'll do it.
Oh, cool. I gave it something capable of being a pain. Oh, great. Nasty plot. Cool. Good for me.
What could this do? What could this possibly do?
It's best. Probably Disarming Voice.
Well, it's never going to get a chance.
Okay.
Okay, so we now have Torracat out already. This is really good.
Oh, Target's only 19. I thought it was 21 for some reason.
Yeah.
God, it's been kicking your ass at 19. Holy shit. That's fucking hilarious.
That's why I didn't want to go to,
yeah, because then it'd be like, you really fucking suck, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I see the entire chat telling me to set up instead of killing it. You're right. So you're probably right. And I probably should have just powered through the confusion, but I didn't want to get confused. And I thought it was just going to kill me with Disarming Voice or something. But no, it has to Sweet Kiss, Electric Move, Disarming Voice. I don't know. I don't know if it was a safe setup. I could have? Okay. Well, Next time, if this doesn't work, I still might win here. Because this is a pretty good position.
Hey, Ame, you could have set up against Pichu.
No, Rock 2 missed, so that's substantially bad. Oh, we outspeed now, though. The defense lower isn't going to help, but I guess I wouldn't have survived 2 attacks anyway. Okay.
Is Lua dead? Because if Lua's not dead,
yeah.
If you can get somebody to like whittle it down just a little bit.
I mean, I outspeed regardless. I can just spark it.
Okay. That's easy.
I don't know if it kills with defense, but yes.
Yay,
Great. Okay, see, I didn't even need level 20. Nuzzle,
Well,
that's big.
Yeah. Well, and I thought that I thought Drycat was 21, so sure, being 1 under the thing is probably fine.
I'm going to be honest, I am currently unclear whether no items is applying to the A right now, because I remember, I think it wasn't at first, but then we changed that because everybody thought it was, but I don't remember. It
should apply to everybody. Like, I don't really give a fuck what people think, because people are really good at being wrong. It sure better also apply to the AI.
Thank you for everybody supporting me getting past fucking Victoria 2. What? Holy shit. Fuck.
Yeah, you really suck at this game. I don't know how to tell you this in a way that's nice, so I won't, because I don't really do that. It's not really my thing. But yeah, no, if no items doesn't apply to the AI, I'll go figure out how to make the fucking video game work and put a patch out. Because, ugh.
You girls certainly know how to put on a show. Excuse me? Hey, no disrespect. You looked great out there. Love to see a gal who can, what did you say before? Put your body into the fullest or whatever.
Oh, cool. That's your
citizen
of the internet.
Do you really want to push your luck right now? About that. Look, I can help you guys out. You said you needed to make some kind of headway, right? Well, how about this? The switch was hidden back here, and now you can go on. Right. That would be convenient, wouldn't it? Unfortunately for you, one instance of being vaguely helpful doesn't absolve you of all responsibility. Amy, why don't you go on ahead? I'm going to have a few more words with this guy. I'll make sure he really understands exactly what he's been saying.
She's gonna beat him up.
The dialogue is slightly different of the players and the girl, but it basically still is the same thing. If you're so determined to be helpful, let's see you prove it. Yeah. I've got this covered, don't worry. You go on ahead. Alright. So I'm gonna run back real quick, because I don't think I put a light shard right in here, did I? I did not. Yeah. So I'm gonna run back, and I'm going to switch back in Combi, because as great as Onyx was for that battle, honestly.
Onyx fucking sucks. Oh, shut the fuck up. No, go. No, I'm turning this around. No, we're going back.
I gotta go to the Pokemon Center. The Pikmin Center. No! What are you doing? Where are you taking me? No!
Nope, you're going back.
Oh shit, back. I'm in timeout. No!
Nope, never mind. I can't get past the vines. Better be really happy those vines were there, because otherwise he'd be halfway to fucking Johto now.
Okay, so as
Onyx was the only reason I beat Florinia. That sounds...
How? Why?
Oh, because it's on desert. That probably helps. I mean, you get a defense boost.
Okay, that's true.
It's one of the only defense boosts that exists in the field system, because, I don't know, somebody just didn't think that defense was a stat while they were making it, I suppose.
Haha, lol.
I hope we find out who that person was.
I hope they suffer.
And publicly embarrass them on stream, preferably against Victoria, too.
You kind of like anger issues, Victoria, TBH. So you're correct. She's definitely more interesting as a character that way. But I'm worried about you. Okay, but anyway, I do want to get Combi up because Vespiquen is probably going to be pretty good against the Scrafty gang. Definitely much better than Onyx would be. So let's go ahead and get this back in the front and get it some more EXP. Yeah. The 6 boxes are there for the YouTube video. They are exactly there for what you said, but I'm not updating them live on stream. It just Lissa edits that into the VOD because she is cool like that.
Yeah, and because it would be a big pain in the ass.
Yeah.
We already have to deal with Baby Child. It's a miracle that the stream even happens. Did you just get tripped up on your own fucking jumping puzzle?
I was hoping nobody saw that.
That was embarrassing. Can't believe that you got tripped up on your own jumping puzzle. Can you guys out there on stream? Can you believe that she got tripped up on her own fucking jumping puzzle?
I feel like the correct answer is yes, they can after what just happened. Night Shiggy, thanks for hanging out. And yeah, the first video, episode, whatever it is already up on YouTube from last week. I will shout out your mom specifically.
What?
That's what Lissa said. Yes, this is just a regular playthrough. Or a cast playthrough, sure, either way. Did I talk to you? No.
I'm not playing.
One of the things I remember doing with the E19 update here is before the slum people just kind of said whatever, but I tried to make them a little bit more in-world before. Like, there was a slum person there who just made a Sesame Street reference before. The man, do. That was just an NPC dialogue because I had no idea what to put for NPC dialogues, which, in retrospect, is fair. I still never know what to put for NPC trainer dialogues.
Hey,
You love the Esper Sprite? I'm so glad, because I remember spending a bit of time with the Sprite when Gen 6 came out, and I feel like I never quite got it right. I think Crim tuned it up recently, though, actually.
Look at how well this works out. See, she's
Yeah.
just sitting up, and she's not even in the way. Maybe you should do this normally, Because then she can palm up at the monitor and knock it off from up there, and then it'll break.
Maybe. I'm up to try it. You ever sing before? Sounds like I have distant pitch control. I have done some singing in my day. My mother was a music teacher, and we did concerts every summer when I was a kid. Okay, so as you can tell, the revised Slums is basically just all the jumping puzzles of the old Slums scrapped together in a different order. But let's go this way. Anybody want to be a Minky? If I can move, sure. What I'm gonna name it Monkey? Sure, we can just do Monk.
Average internet denizen.
Let's see. I make this game. I always forget if those middle stage evolutions are their new type or not yet. Okay, but this one we can just kill. Never mind. Pain, don't kill me. Thank you. Monkey 2?
Yeah, and then once you hit 5, it has to be S instead of 5, because that's like...
Yeah.
We can pretend that I was looking at her jumping to make fun of her, because, like... Ah, lol, you suck at this game.
And just jump across there, get the first moonstone. Actually, I probably should have caught that too, just for Pokedex. I need to remember to just be doing that casually. Thanks, Dr. Molinar, sir. I'll be heading off then. Oh, another patient? Sorry to keep you. He's free now, and he'll take good care of you. Former gym leader and all.
Thanks for that exposition, random guy.
I'm not due for any more appointments. Oh, it's you. For what purpose have you come about again? Access through the building is across the roof, the other route. You have no business disturbing a private practice. and you're standing in somebody's home. I have been permitted to use the premises as necessary, but I take it you have no particular reason for your trespass. Begone. Perhaps some manner of politeness is technically due for your past assistance. Ignore what he said about my previously being a gym leader. It is not untrue, but it is irrelevant. I perform a service here for the vagrant and neglected populations. The traditional channels of medical care are unavailable to them due to reasons I suspect I do not have to explain, but they are as deserving of treatment and health as any other. However, this approach is not entirely within the grasp of the law. I will ask for your discretion. You never saw me here. Let this be clearly understood. Good day. Yeah, getting Corey more time to exist before
Brutally murdering him?
yeah, was definitely
Just
one of the
fucking
primary
him up.
goals.
Just destroying him.
It's the first time I'm experiencing Reborn.
I hope all these characters are fine and happy. I'm gonna have to stop you right there, first of all.
Who's happy? Literally, who's happy? Julia? I guess it's Julia. Yeah, okay, so originally in the slums in this room, it wasn't this room, actually, but originally in the slums there was a room where, a lot of you probably know it, is the other room where the box just runs away, that we haven't passed through yet, where it goes into the stairs. And originally that was a puzzle, in an early episode where the box would just move to block you either way. And because the eventing was very valuable for it, you usually had to glitch that puzzle to get through it. And that didn't work very well and was actually kind of annoying sometimes, which is why we did not keep that. But that's a fun fact that used to be here.
I sure do like how my dear friend baby child likes bumping my laptop and making it go up and down.
Okay. Okay. And then, how many people in testing? How many people reported this as a bug? I don't know why the door opening and closing sound keeps playing. And then 30 seconds later, wait, never mind. Hey, Mickey, get out of here. I don't ever want to see your face around these parts again.
I really think that some people are just bad at the game. They weren't cut out for video games. You know?
Everstone for some challenge runs that wanted that. I forget what it was. Fresh water for if you're using items, which I'm not. You are the person that does the stuff. So let's do the thing. Let's see, what do you lead with? Is it drill burr? Oh yeah, EV Light working as an Everstone. I believe that was Smeargul's suggestion? I don't remember.
I think I did that.
Oh, did you? Okay. Well, then it was you.
Anyway.
Unless you want to throw down. I ain't afraid to smack a bitch. You gonna scoot? This dialogue box has always been an issue because, like, people are unclear if scoot means battle or, like, leave. And so I had to switch the options to make people keep canceling out of it a little bit less.
Vulpix isn't that fast.
Recognize you as one of the Pokemon that scammed off that rare Pokemon back in the Grand Hall. Figure, it ain't stealing if it's already stolen, so I spun a trick and made off that rare Pokemon myself. Bought a week's worth of food from selling it to some game member up in North Obsidia, though. Kings up there pay good because they take from Lapis. Anyway, Pokemon's not on me anymore, sorry.
Too hard.
Well, I was wondering if there was some other reason. Oh yeah, the posters. South Obsidia Shopping Plaza, grand opening. So because I did reflavor this as an abandoned mall when I was remaking it, I wanted to get, you know, a little, some advertisements up. I specifically used as a reference, there is some mall, I now forget where, fuck. Basically, okay, so sometimes I have random people message me on Discord.
Sometimes. You have random people message you on Discord all the time. It's amazing that you get shit done ever.
It's anywhere in Mount Emmetring, and the posters are a similar color because it didn't want them to jump out too obnoxiously, and because they've probably been here for years and have faded in with it. Yeah, like you, but I appreciate you being a reasonable person about it. So when I was working on remastering the Slums, sure, whatever.
Well, if you don't talk, you're never going to get through this line of thought, so... zoom, mommy.
Somebody randomly messaged me, and it turned out this person, whose name I could not tell you because it changes so often, has just, like, a passion for abandoned malls. Which I get. Like, they're conceptually cool, but it's also very bizarre. It's very bizarre that I just happened to be messaged by somebody who really goes out of their way to research abandoned malls. Yeah, there's a Reddit for abandoned malls. And they post, like, the photos. And so I'm like, you know, actually, this is weird, but talk me through this, because I'm really interested in what kind of stuff, like, you know, how does that look? What happens to these places?
Sometimes Ame has to flatter the randos.
That's so mean.
Yeah, it is. And it's true.
Okay, that kills. Not if I miss! I'm running before I get slapped by that young goose.
I'm sorry, what was that was about to slap you?
A Tyranitar.
Yeah? Was it?
Maybe it was a young goose whose mother was a Tyranitar. They're probably in the same ed group, right? It just had that hashtag Tyranitar grind set.
What are you saying? Thanks. It's just hair. It's just on my head.
She just wakes up like this.
I just got up in the morning and
it's kind of unfair.
Looked like that. So I'm glad you like it, because I literally got up, walked out here, and commented on the fact that there was stream.
Big TM hours. We quash up in here. Call Aaron. Air horn sound.
Why isn't he here?
Yeah, what's up with that, Aaron?
Did you not post it in our server?
I did, actually.
I bet you did.
I did.
Well, okay. Well,
it's just a him problem.
sucks
What
to be
does
him, I guess.
Quash? Yeah, no, she doesn't brush it. It's just like that naturally. You have to grind hard until you're the very best, like no one ever was. I'll be sure to do that. So Quash doesn't really do anything. What it technically does is it makes the target go last in the round, which is only useful in doubles and usually isn't useful then either. Man, I was just enjoying having my corner.
Goaded with the Quash.
Goaded with the Quash. Alright, since I'm up here, I'm gonna take a quick detour and just...
Anyway, yeah,
no, there's a light shard before Scrafty, right?
I just woke up today. I woke up, walked out here.
Yeah.
And then...
I mean, you all heard her when she first woke up. Goaded with the Quash. Yeah, so the reason that's the thing is because Aaron is a quirked up white boy. And he decided to bring Sableye with Stall and Quash into the Glass Gauntlet. Just some random Sableye during testing for E19.
I sure fixed
Stall, not prankster, yes, as I recall. Actually, I'm not positive about the Stall, but his Sableye as the trainer definitely has Stall. And he fucking doubled down on that and owned it and made it his personal meme, and by golly, it has been frankly delightful. Hi, Helixus, by the way, welcome.
It has been immortalized in the video game by Clown of Bindra.
The Clown Bindra, yep.
Which Clown Bindra, yeah.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
Unless you want to talk about it now.
I'll talk about it now and talk about it again. People can learn about it twice after they forget the first time.
Spicy.
So there were a couple of fields that were actually never used in any canon fights. So one of the fields was swamp, and that one I'm not going to talk about. But the other one was the rainbow field, and so our way around that was there's Clown Indra, right? And Indra has the Rainbow Challenge. So what if there was a different clown that had a different Rainbow Challenge where it's just a fight on Rainbow Field? And what would we call that clown? Well, we would call that clown Bindra.
It was such a fun idea. I love writing the dialogue for that too. It's used in post game, but not in the main game.
It's just a carpet. Fucking asshole.
Who came up with the fields is me. Hi, that was me. I had actually had the idea for the fields back before Gen 5 came out. There was a thread on the forums about what would you like to see them add to Gen 5, and I immediately started, like, that was my suggestion there, and I started going off on, like, thinking about what kind of fields could there be. And you can find that old post somewhere on the forums still. I didn't look at that when making the fields for real, but a lot of it was kind of similar. And then it was mainly more directly inspired by the anime where Ash, like, frequently uses terrain effects to overcome battles and leaders and stuff. I feel like those tend to be the most exciting episodes. And then, like, partway through, I think when we were implementing Gen 6, maybe, I was talking to Dan about stuff, and I remembered that I had had that idea, and I was like, gosh, I still wish Game Freak would do that. Wait a second. I'm making a Pokemon game.
I'm Game Freak.
I could do that.
I am Game Freak. And upon realizing that she was Game Freak, she realized that she had ultimate power.
Yep, pretty much. Yeah, Cal 1 was added for that purpose as well. We added Cal 1 and Bindra, an early game one, and then a more late game one to use some quirky ideas. Yeah, that's specifically why. No thunder armor on bird Pokemon game. Why does a rock gym even have a sprinkler system? It's a cave. True, that's kind of true, actually. So the only reason Ame hasn't had a Game Freak hitman show up to her house and delete the game was because they're stealing all the good ideas. Look, Game Freak, please steal all the good ideas. Please get better.
Oof. Yeah, I get the feeling that somebody in that business likes this game.
I meant to prepare my team at all before stepping in this room.
Oops. Time to get fucked. It's okay. I don't think this fight's that hard.
Unless somebody changed it.
It's probably not as hard as Victoria 2, that's all I'm saying.
Okay. Do these guys... Okay, those guys, one of them has Intimidate. And I didn't catch who.
Do you ever correspond with Shofu?
No.
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 In fact, I think he hates this game.
He's
so, like,
pretty sure he hates this game.
I'm pretty sure he hates this game. So, like, no. We don't, and I don't think that we want to.
Okay, Chessfield was a community idea. There was a league that was being run, a fan type league, I think. And
League of Legends.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Thought so.
So Bizarro was the one who came up with the base concept for the Chessfield idea, and then volunteered it to us. I'm surprised you hate it. I guess I'm not that surprised, because I know a couple people have felt like it was overwhelming, but most people seem to really like chess now, and I'm really happy with how it's come out. Alright, so hey, what am I doing here? I meant to evolve this into a Vespiquen before this fight.
You're really good at this game, Ami. And just games in general. You're doing great.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and gust. No. I'm going to hope that the level 15 Scraggy is the one that had Intimidate. Because if that's the case, we can leave that there. Okay. So Lua is now super strong. I don't think that we need Lua to be that strong. But wouldn't it be funny? Okay. So either... You know what? YOLO. Probably should have attacked the other one, but I actually guess I don't want the 15 one to die yet, because then the next strong one will come in. So this is fine. Alright. Lua, hit this guy with a hammer. I probably should have nuzzled, actually. But that's fine. That's a good bit of damage. Thanks to the double swagger. I guess that has to be this.
This.
Bye, Parasite.
Of course you're calling it a this.
Spark is physical, yeah. There we go. That was really easy because they just decided to send Lua into superpower mode. Oh shit, Bowie was angry. Alright, easy game. Don't love that Combi died, but that's fine. We'll have
maybe you
Vespiquen
should have
for
fucking
Florania.
thought about that.
I mean, literally, I should have.
What a joke.
What was Lord Musho? You're mad that this didn't take 5 attempts? Yeah, that one was pretty easy. Oh, I see.
If I had to take a guess. Mind you, I don't actually know what this is for sure, but... Bless you.
Thanks.
Also, could you sneeze much louder?
Oh.
I had trouble hearing it.
Okay, so then this is just the connection down to the thing. See, we have URAU here, YRY for that. More posters. South Obsidia Shopping Plaza, free drinks on Friday nights. Because I understand that malls used to be much more of like a, you know, social place to hang out with people. And it's kind of sad to me that they don't still get to be that, even though they're also, you know, commercialistic hellscapes. Oh, perfect. Become caught. Who wants to be a young goose? Nobody? Literally nobody? Free drink sludge? Tyranitar. Oh, Tyranitar, you're right. Yeah,
Yeah, no,
this is...
no, we have to. No, all caps Tyranitar.
Okay.
This is Gen 2 now.
Man, I can't believe the devs put in Tyranitar before the second badge. Who makes this game?
Young Poos.
I feel like there were other posters that I've forgotten to check. Oh well. There's definitely at least a handful in here. Be nice to young goose. I'll think about it. Who's trying to learn Swift?
It evolves into a Pokemon that is actually called, canonically, Gumshoes.
Yeah, you can get Tyranitar before Flurry with this one simple hack. Just name your Pokemon Tyranitar. Tyranitar is the only thing not used by important trainers in the main game. Oh, in the main game. I understand. Like, main series.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Not
like Steven
main
definitely
game
has a
game.
Tyranitar. You can catch this too. Anybody want to be a panda? The stream needs more Kira. She's right here. She is still right here by the mic.
Like, she's literally just hanging out right there.
See, there she is. Yeah, you can get Pancham out early. Pancham's been there forever.
She's Sleeb. She is the sleepiest kitty.
It does its best to be taken seriously by its enemies, but its glare is not sufficiently intimidating. Anybody feel like that?
Probably you all the time.
Wait! Damn!
That was a much stronger reaction than I was expecting from you.
I have the most intimidating glare. See? Yeah. Take that.
I'm so spooked. Ah!
What are we naming this panda? Z. No, not Z. I get an A for effort. Thank you, Jan.
That's generous.
Panda page.
Generous.
Sure. Okay. Thigh page stis. We'll just go with panda page.
Panda.
Panda. I'm not going to. Although fighting types are really good for Flareania, but I have a thought that I'm interested in seeing how it goes. Your username is a disaster. That's okay. That happens to the best of us. At least you admit it.
Yeah, I feel like it's always an interesting experience to see what people will show up from Discord, and it'll be like, yeah, I'm X person from Discord, and their name is just something entirely different. Like, there's no way in hell that you'd know they were the same person if they didn't just tell you.
There's nothing wrong with a few username numbers. Yeah, I really haven't run into a shiny yet. That's a good point. No, this way.
That's not crazy.
I'd like to remind everybody that I do in fact make this game.
Do you? Like, I think it would be completely fair if every single person watching this on stream, either here, at home, on YouTube, somewhere else, at any point between now and the heat to death of the universe, if they just doubted the fuck out of the fact that you make this game, because like I've seen you make it and I'm having some trouble believing it, you know?
I'm not the real Ame. Maybe Kira is the real Ame. Maybe we've deceived you all along and I'm actually Cass and Cass is Ame.
Why did you just call me Cass there? You're so bad at this.
To keep up the
See,
ruse.
This is how we lost 20 viewers since the
Shit.
last time I looked at the viewer number. Tisks loudly.
Spoink.
Because you keep talking bullshit.
Spoink, 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 spoink.
Spoink, 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 spoink.
Okay, one of those is supposed to not actually say spoink.
Yeah, where's the splonk?
Yeah, there's a splunk in there, right?
Maybe it shows up later.
Yeah. Anyway, so I don't know why, but that was definitely in reference to a certain NPC in the game, the Game Boy Advance game Robopon 2, where they spam the word spark, and then they put in a sprack in there, and you have to find the sprack. This is a thing that occurred. I don't know why I talked to this person. I know he doesn't do anything. I just know that. Typo fixed? No! That typo was supposed to be there. Alright, and then there's the quiz person. Danielle. Greetings from the blind. The name's Danielle, but don't you dare pity me, trainer. I see more than you ever will, but I'll humor you. I'll ask you 3 questions. If you can answer all of them, I'll give you a reward. Want to try it? Question number 1, this is an easy one. How many headbutt trees are there in the area around the Grand Hall? It's 4. Question number 2 is, I believe, 7. That's alright, but that's obvious. Since you've done well this far, almighty questioning, I'll give you a really good one. How many banners and ribbons are there inside the Peridot Gym?
And this is where she loses.
It's either 27 or 31, and I forget which because it changed. It was the other one, and then it changed.
Uh-oh.
Okay, the chat is saying 31. But see, I do know it's one of those two, because... fuck, it used to be 27. And then there was some ambiguity in how it was counted, so I had to change it to make it a little bit clearer. Impressive. Most normal people don't get that right. You already knew these answers somehow, didn't you? Yeah, it's because I make this game! Boom! Also, the chat having back. Thanks, y'all.
Yeah, because again, I don't think you make this game. You're some poser pretending to be Umi.
That's true. Yeah, if you use the QOL password, that unlocks all the field apps automatically, which is why there's no point in... Because she just gives you a field app. So she doesn't actually have anything to give you or quiz you for. Can we talk about the Togepi quiz? Oh, yeah. So Siowek, and you might need to remind me on some of the details here, because Siowek collected the old episodes and has looked through this, certified Danielle hater, to taunt me via children's games. That's so true. I see. Great. Happy to help. So Siowek, you might need to remind me about the details, but this used to be, I take it, for a Togepi. And that was too good, so we axed that. But that was everybody sat around the gentleman in the top left corner, and he asked questions that were more about the community rather than observable things within the game. Because, again, at this point, I was still making the game to be for our own community. And the only question I remember, probably because Siowek posted a screenshot of it recently, was what type of iPod does Shade have? And the answer of that to that, of course, is that it's a 4G jailbroken. Now, I don't know why this is a thing, but this was just a meme and common knowledge. This is common enough knowledge around the community. Yeah, Ikaru knows. Ikaru understands. It's just a meme that people knew that in the community. Okay, Smeargle mentioned that we have 30 men stuck in a room in a different map, and that's true. We can talk about it when we get there. But that is just a fun fact that exists. Are you the Avatar lady? Yeah, you're the Avatar lady. What's in here now that it's not a Skitty? You want what, a nose pass? Watchog. Shit. We gotta evolve that, Pat Rat. We can do that later. We can do that later. That's fine. Holy shit, it's already 6. Why am I not even... Okay.
Because you spent 10 years dying to Victoria 2.
I should heal. I'm now remembering what I... Yeah, I call her the Avatar lady because she used to make an Avatar reference, but I guess I took it out. Or maybe it's later, I don't remember. How did Nose Pass eventually, work for you? We'll just fight this guy real quick. Get, Combi some EXP. I meant to switch it into the front before I did this. Oh, I did. Okay, great. No, I'm keeping Encore. Encore is definitely not going. I like Encore too much. Encore is, like, my favorite move.
Yeah, Alme's got problems like that.
What?
It's a sign of how much she needs attention. That's why she started gagging on stream. You guys thought that was real, but
Actually.
no, it was a cry for help.
Alright, so now we have Kane 2. And normally that fight has never been anything. But now I'm scared.
Good.
Mm-hmm. What does he lead with? Is it... it's not Nidorina. It's just some poison type, right? Actually, I should probably get Vulpix some levels. Hi there, can I help you? Oh, you were actually looking for me? Yes, I'm Amaria. Sorry, could you hold on just a moment? That Popplio has been stranded over there somehow, and I need to get it to safety. I'm a water Pokemon trainer, but even water types can't swim without taking serious harm now. Well, nothing for it. I've got a boat moored, just in that warehouse, running through...
This camera's great for me.
I appreciate
Mid for you.
when people like Amaria. Also, yeah, I really did just choke on water before meeting her. Running through the acidic water has been doing a number on it.
You were just getting some of the drowning done.
Yeah, exactly. Getting it out of the way early. But right now, it can't be helped. Hey, Amy. You're already making friends in high places, huh?
Hi, yeah, hey, Amy. This is Amy.
That's me. Oh, wait.
Just me.
Oh my god. Shut up, I'm doing my best.
Art, is this your best?
I'm definitely doing.
Are you? If I recall correctly, you had to take a solid minute break because you were gagging on water.
Well, I'm definitely. Are there any other Amy's I should know about? I mean, I have a D&D character who also goes by Amy, so maybe. I don't know.
Of course you do.
Okay, to be fair, I wasn't planning to do that. It's short for Amaryllis in that case. But,
yeah. Yeah, listen, congrats. You have 3 names where Amy is short for something else. Incredible. Your creativity is showing.
Scrum. Should we be worried about your D&D character? Probably.
Yes. Yes, you should.
I wouldn't necessarily say high places. Amy, don't tell me you didn't know. Amaria is one of the highest ranking gym leaders in Reborn. Really, it's no big deal. More importantly, Popplio needs help. Why is my party coming in to roast me? I'll just be a moment. Popplio? Oh, is it trapped there? And here I thought you two were just staring off into the sunset together. Let me handle this. Oh? So, I haven't heard this song forever, so I'm going to butcher this, but this is from the Pokemon short that played before the second movie. You're not alone, so have no doubt. We'll put our heads together, gonna figure this out. Grimer, I choose you.
I assume that you're butchering it no matter what because I've never heard this song.
You haven't?
No.
In no time, we'll be at your
Do
side.
I look like a nerd who plays Pokemon?
We're a team on a roller coaster ride.
Jesus.
Each one of us knows just what to do, and we're never gonna stop searching for you. That is deeper than I would normally sing because I'm trying to do it in his voice. Yeah, Ikaru knows it. Thank you, Ikaru.
Nerds.
Yeah, it's the Pokemon Rescue short with Lekid. Didn't you also get 6-0'd by Amaria when I was myself? Yeah, that's true. Pop! I have no idea how Popplio sounds. My throat is fucked up.
That's just because she's bad at video games, though.
That's true. That was amazing.
It really says nothing about anything.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Usually from boys, though. Popplio! I have literally never heard Popplio's actual cry in the anime or whatever. Great work, Grimer.
Well,
you
it's
can return
probably
now.
something like Popplio.
Probably. I just don't know the actual intonation it's supposed to be. Bye, Siobak. Thanks for hanging out.
Well, I believe that the way that they say their name changes based on emotional inflections that are demonstrated by the voice of the Mon. But,
Popplio is
whatever,
Australian. Say it with an Aussie accent. Popplio? I don't know.
Nar.
Nar. What?
That sure was British, wasn't it?
Poppliar.
Poplar.
Carnivine, if you're curious about the Amaria thing, you could watch the previous episode that's on stream, because I talked about it last week. Great work, Grimer. You can return now. I guess that's to be expected from Reborn's poison type leader. Actually, I just stepped down recently. Oh? Didn't the previous leader before you just retire too? Is the position cursed or something? No, it just... Among other things, constraining myself to one type just wasn't for me.
Hey.
Anyway, your Popplio's A-okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and skip. See you around, Amy.
Hello.
Pop up! Aw, he seems to have taken a liking to you. Huh? Well, he is a cutie. Hey, Popplio, do you maybe want to come with me?
Oh shit. Oh,
Leo!
shit. Oh,
I think that's a yes, please.
oh, hi, baby.
The cat is getting the good pets right now.
She is getting the good chin scratches. Oh, man.
So forward.
I have to actually select the game over to input things. Alright, I'll keep you safe from now on, little buddy. Pop up! Hey, what's the matter? If I had to take a guess, I'd say it doesn't want to be protected anymore. I think it wants to return the favor.
Baby
Leo!
child out of here.
Oh, goodbye, baby. Is baby so mad all the time because she's so old? I mean, no. She's always just been, like, affection only on her own terms.
She just, it's not that she's angry, it's just you.
Yep, you've got to look out for your trainer too, Popplio, right? Popplio? Say, Amy, right?
Yeah, that's how I sound too.
Would you mind giving Popplio a chance to prove itself?
Hey, Amy. Amy would like to ask you if you, Amy, would like to aim your Pokemon at the other Pokemon.
Okay, Leo! On second thought, maybe it's unfair of me to pit a fresh trainer against a, well, former gym leader. No sweat. Amy's already won over me. I started with a fresh team for myself anyway.
Can't wait for whatever's about to happen.
Do you even remember?
I don't remember shit about this game.
And besides, you've already gotten one badge, haven't you? Oh, you beat Julie? Color me interested. Let's do it. Here's our rematch, Amy.
Are you like a Denny's kids menu? Is that why we're coloring you?
Yep.
That's
I'm a Denny's
weird.
kids menu.
I bet you are, hun.
Why did that do half of my health?
Because you're
You
a
are
mess.
just a Grimer, sir. Alright, let's get out of here.
It's a Grimer hell-bent on revenge.
It has Icy Wind. Okay. Alright. Alright. This is fine. Cubone. Easy.
Maybe I slept on this one. It's a level 17
It
Cubone.
missed. Well, I mean, no, because, like, he definitely used to only have 4 Pokemon. He still only has 4 Pokemon. Never mind, forget it.
Cool. Okay, so this battle's fine. Oh, he's only slightly more difficult than Victoria, so I was probably trying to keep them roughly equal.
Oh, I see.
Or something. I don't know. I don't care. I'm
that-
just glad that it scared you.
It sure did.
That's enough for me.
My fear is enough for you.
That's a win. Yeah, because it's you know you should be worried about the challenge that this video game throws at you.
I
Homie.
suppose
That's
that's
kind
true.
of its entire
That's true.
fucking
That's
point.
true. Ha, this is a tough battle for the little guy, but the first time is always rough, huh?
What does that mean?
You know what that means.
I'm Ace. So I don't know shit about what it means. What?
Nope. Nobody saw that. Nobody
Did you
saw
just
that.
try and-
No.
did you
Nope.
just
I
try
didn't
and
try and do anything.
Take a drain.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Or-
Yeah, that's
What?
yeah,
What did you do?
yeah, that's what I did. I mega drained it.
Oh no.
I may have tried to use Stun Spore on Misty Field.
Oh. Oh yeah, I guess Misty Field does that, doesn't it?
I make this game? Question mark?
I was about to say, so are you gonna stop pretending like you make this game now? And apparently the answer to that is no. She will never stop pretending. Whether or not she should say whether you fake this game.
Hey, I fake this game.
You fake this game.
Okay. But Teddyursa baby doll eyes is the only reason Meech could just kill that. Well, this adventure is heating up.
Yeah, I hope that someday you get a shiny stone, and then
Yeah, someday.
Meech will destroy all.
I know
all
you.
will fear the power of the Meech.
Yes. I know you said you'd started fresh, but I didn't actually expect Popplio to be on the losing side. Well, Amy's full of surprises, and in all the right ways.
That said, I really gotta run. There's a couple things back in the wasteland that I gotta take care of, or they're gonna come back to bite me. I'll get Popplio healed up and see you guys around later. Thanks for the quality time, Amy.
Winky face, looking emoji.
I'm relieved that Popplio will be in good hands, but I wonder where it even came from? Regardless, lots of Pokemon have been suffering with the way the lake is.
It.
I've made it my personal mission to make sure as many of them as possible are safe until the water can be cleared up. Oh right, you were looking for me for something, weren't you? I totally got distracted and left Rennie hanging. I was chasing some reports of a team meteor agent in the area. His name is Borealis? I don't suppose you've seen anyone like that. That would have been too lucky. What's Kane doing in the wasteland? Did we ever find out? Presumably, so, like, I don't know. I didn't think about it too hard. I figure he's just kind of doing chores so that he feels a little bit less guilty while not interacting with his family. Like, trying to keep the area vaguely safe, but I don't have that as a well-established fact. Where did the Borealis name come from? Yes, that is new to episode 19. We spent a lot of time searching star names for what felt most appropriate. And Borealis technically isn't a star name, but it gets appended to a lot of star names because it means north, and that's, this is the north form of a certain star system. Yeah, he was called Agent Beryl briefly, and then we realized, hey, we could pretend to be a little bit more creative for that. Star code names, and that's just been fun to work out. Meech currently has Technician. We'll fix that later.
Technician's not even bad.
It's not, but it's not skill link. It's not Meech TN,
Yeah, but like...
It's good for early game.
You can barely use it anyway.
Yeah. Shit, what else was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, and of course, Borealis is just... that's the whole... This has become our whole reason to go through the slums, because he was there. Just, Amaria sucks at finding him, I guess. Agent Borealis at this time of the playthrough? I think the trail's gone cold by now anyway. Thyrian sent you after me for this, right? We got cut. Nobody think too hard about getting cut from Amy.
Well, I sure wasn't until you said that.
I'll head back up there now. If Rennie asks you to help out, then you should come too. See you in just a few. Like, that's not actually the intention, it was just kind of an unfortunate side effect, and I think it's funny. Anyway, alright. I'm glad you were able to find her, Amy. I totally got caught up dealing with those guys in the slums. Asked a lot of questions, didn't get a whole lot of helpful answers. Sorry to have helped you all out. Though, hey, haven't I seen you around before? It must have been a... I feel like I missed a conversation by talking to Victoria first. Oh well. It must have been a while ago, but you were an underclassman at the Onyx Trainers School, right? Correct. Victoria Marlowe, former specialty battle student. Now withdrawn. Yeah. I decided pretty quickly that it wasn't for me. I do better with a more hands-on approach, I guess. A Popplio Academy just felt better. I was kind of hoping you wouldn't remember me. It is the head instructor's duty to be firmly acquainted with the institution's student body, but the speaker is simply stating the facts. No judgment is implied. Sure, the school life isn't for everyone, as long as you're happy with where you are now. Yeah, I am. Okay, that was the conversation. Great. So the reason that Victoria is supposedly a student of the thing is because all of the sorority sisters, Julia, Florinia, Amaria, and Titania, all have names that end with IA, and I had forgotten about that when I made the Victoria as a character. So we're like, yeah, she just dropped out. Do you use different dialogue? Oh, no, that's the same one. Report. No luck on finding Borealis, unfortunately. Someone with his description was definitely seen entering the slums, but I couldn't find anything from there. I even checked as far as Coral, but nothing. If he was in the area, I think it's too late by now. Understood. As presented, the most efficient course of investigation remains a direct exploration of the affected area. With the given Excuse me. With the given 4 parties present, safety should be adequately accounted for. Basically, we charge right in and see what's up. Amethystia. I mean, that's funny because Dan's mom refers to me as Amethysta. So it's kind of close. I think that's my name in Dan's server right now still. Korea. Ayaya. Ayaya, cute chat.
What?
That's a Twitch meme.
Oh, it's dark out.
Yeah. I mean, oh, actually though, Fantasia. I guess we know where Anna's going to school. I'm all for it.
Hi.
On your call, Rennie. The speaker understands that you've successfully obtained the machine for cut. Let us proceed when ready. Terraria. Yep. I mean, she does make a Terraria reference. It looks so much bigger on the inside because it literally is, which is part of why I killed this map before. Perception is inherently subjective to and thus influenced by those parts to which it is relative and adjacent. Yep, whatever that means, but yep.
Same.
This place has been sectioned off quite a bit, but we're all well equipped here. What do you say we split up and hunt for whatever's caused all this? Even if something happens, it's not like we'll be too far apart. That's fine with me. I'm sure we can all handle it. And if something does happen, how big can this place really be? I'm sure we can call the others over quickly enough. Affirmative. As leaders, Amaria and the speaker should take the path most likely to encounter hostile resistances, the center. Supporting parties should begin by securing the perimeter of the area. Should confounding elements appear, inform the speaker post-haste. If anything happens to you guys, we'll be there in a jiffy. Got it. Very well, let us begin. Stay safe! One fucking graduating class included a manic and pyromaniac cheerleader, someone that denies having emotions and cannot use any word shorter than 2 syllables, a sword lesbian that regularly murders people and has harnessed raw angst to make her gym a fairy tale castle, and an Amaria. And many people would say that Amaria is by far the worst of those. Isn't Rennie technically using improper grammar? How so? Oh, binary time, that's true. I guess it's up to us to start with the edges of this place? I'll take this way. You take the other? With any luck, we'll all meet up momentarily anyway. Then I'm off. Oops. Squiggly vines. Okay. So, folks who have been playing this game for a while know that this map existed, and then stopped existing, and then I brought it back for E19. So the reason I brought it back for E19 was because I thought it would be cool for the people who already, like, saw it before and missed it. But the reason Lissa has claimed Baniri in advance, sorry guys. I think I actually have... I don't remember if I have to clear the park before we can get Baniri, though. The fact that you guys are mentioning it probably means that I don't. Hey. Yeah, she's doing the video editing, so she gets dibs. It is just a wild encounter, but I don't remember if it's in the overgrown park or not. Anyway, so when I was first making this area, like back in episode 2, I definitely felt super weird about it. And I remember really struggling to make it interesting, and I don't ultimately feel like I succeeded on that. You want to hear about the budget that went into building some of the gems and lore? Yeah, we can talk about that later. The park came back for the board. So actually, like having the extra space for that was an advantage, but I decided to bring the park back before I added that thing, and that was just a way to make the park more filled out and meaningful. It also, like, you know, as long as I had the bigger on the inside problem solved by the canopy of trees on the outside, that was part of why it was so awkward, was because before you would step in just through the fence out there, and you would see the tentacles and trees, and there's a lot of them in there, but it didn't feel like a map transition, you know? Titania's gym is a new world. Change my mind. Maybe. Why am I against the Tupig? Let's get the fuck out of here. Oh god, this is another fire type. It's a fire type in a forest field. I'm going to fucking die. It has flame charge. What the fuck? Do I do a Tepig? No way. No shot. This Tepig is a fucking bitch. Get out of here, Tepig. This Tepig can't do shit. Get out of here. Get out of here. That almost killed Meech. But it didn't kill Meech and it's dead. Yes. Alright. That we're going to leave for. Ow. God, Teddyursa is so strong just with Fury Swipes. What is up with that? Ooh, we got chocolate ice cream. We could go get Vanillite now. It's just her Minecraft face. Paul Park Clark back. I should switch Combi into the front again. Well, I guess this is fine. Yeah, Meteor Grunt, Chad, and Lucinda. Every Meteor Grunt has a partner, by the way. They all work in partners, like Jesse and James. So Chad and Lucinda are partners, unless I renamed one of them, I don't fucking know. But yeah, Chad and Lucinda got left in the void here, because the park stopped existing, and that was where they first showed up. Wiggly trees are so... They're good. They're good content. I like the wiggly trees. They're just satisfying to me personally. And also, okay, so here's the problem. Here's the actual problem with designing this place. And why wiggly trees are good. The problem that I had in the first place was I couldn't find out a compelling layout that implored the player to explore the width of the forest without just walking in a straight line. And that's why I needed this, because this place was super uninspired. You know, like, even with the things with Flurry and Amy getting captured before, like, that's a nice bit of suspense. And I feel like there's an argument that because you see them earlier on relative to getting to Zell, and you sit on that suspense for longer, the previous park map had an advantage over here. But firstly, it was ugly. Secondly, it was pretty boring because I can't use elevation. Elevation is how I keep most maps interesting. The slums are a lot more interesting because there's multiple floors. Mosswater is more interesting because it has 2 floors. Rogakring and Malchus are more interesting because we get cliffs to actually make them feel different. But this is in the middle of the city. I can't use cliffs here, and that sucks. So the other problem with that is, like, you know, we can, in this form, because we have the wiggly trees, we can still make it so you have to, you know, cut a tree, open a path, backtrack, go to the path. It feels like a puzzle. It's really just going, it's you know, it's a puzzle, but it's still really only going the one way possible. But it feels like more than that. However, that's only possible because of the wiggly tree vine mechanic. The problem with cut trees, typically, in canon, and why they're not very useful, is because once you cut a tree, it just opens the path right there, which means it's impossible to make a one-way path for that. I probably have not explained that very well, but strength is more interesting because you can actually use strength to make one-way paths. And
yeah, I
cut
don't
trees.
know what you're saying. Are these even words? Could somebody in chat please inform me if these are actually words?
They are words! Yeah, like okay. So the fact as far as map design, as far as the path that the player is going to take, we can make the player have to double back because we have a thing that you have to activate and open the door from somewhere else. Whereas normally, cut trees are just an obstacle that slow you down without changing the path that you can go anywhere. Which is why cut trees usually suck, but here they can be useful. With curly vines, they can be useful. Which is why we end up using curly vines in like 3 other places now. So, I was talking about the speed tie animation being on the table. What if the Pokemon that wins the speed tie just does the nudging move that's a fire? That's kind of what I'm thinking, but maybe a little clearer than that. Also, I really appreciate that page about the diversity and stuff. One of the things that I felt like I appreciate that I was able to do well was having some creative leader ideas, like, say, well, okay, and this is for the online league, not the game, but like, say, an electric shock therapist for an electric gym leader. Yeah, exactly. The vanilla locked doors are boring as hell. You already know what Pokemon would like to bear your name? Oh, also, hi Bob and Cheese, welcome. Do I know what Pokemon you'd like to bear your name? Is it a Sableye? Is it a raccoon? What Pokemon do you like? Do I know this?
Who the fuck likes Pokemon?
Pokemon is still cool.
Cringe.
Amphi? Okay. Oh right, I'm fighting a thing.
Beep beep, he's a sheep?
Okay, Sableye, great.
Cool, yeah, we were talking a little bit about Sableye earlier.
Yeah, you came up earlier, Aaron. I don't know if you were here for it.
He rather explicitly wasn't.
I suppose that's true. Why did I get poisoned? That's counterproductive. That's kind of cringe. Getting poisoned is cringe. I'm right at the door. The switches will save. I'm not losing any progress if I just go take a quick trip to get rid of this poison.
Those were a whole lot of words that you just said.
I am known for my ability to say words, actually. Sometimes a lack thereof, but details.
Yeah, I suppose now that you mention it, YouTube is really the place to watch it, because then you don't then like, you know, you can skip over the part where Ame starts choking on water. And then if we explain something 10 separate times, you can just, you know, only hear about it once by watching the whole thing through.
Yep. Is the Twisty Tree map layout the same general shape as the actual cleaned up park, just stretched out? So in terms of the trees, no, but in terms of the sidewalk, yes. In general, I tried something different with this map that I hadn't done anywhere else, and I will be able to show that a little bit better once I get over to the sides of the building, or further up to the top. So I'm jumping the gun a little bit here. Yeah, it's basically bigger on the inside technology, where I'm... The building, I kind of like take a closer up perspective to the buildings themselves. Why did I get poisoned again?
Because you fucking suck at this game, Zing Boom got him.
The fuck? Yeah. Oh, and if I put the item up here that I grabbed and didn't point out, yep, there's Florinia. The item was just to bait people up to saying this. Oh yeah, like involving the gym leaders in the plot is like primary story goal. Like absolutely, because it's kind of a waste to have them just be throwaway leaders otherwise.
Like, for example, in Ruby Sapphire Emerald, Brawly is so forgettable that sometimes people literally never actually, like, fight him. They just forget he's there.
Yeah. Okay, who was this? I missed it. Was this Lucinda? This must be, right? Isn't the whole conception of Reborn as a whole because of leaders from being the online league? Yeah, you're right. Minta? Oh, I put Minta in here. Maybe Lucinda got renamed to Minta. Shit. Alright, and then we have cut trim up here. I still really don't have a good answer for rock types. Yes, I do. What the hell am I? I just, like, mentally ignored Barrio.
Are the memes not dead? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. Pathetic.
Is that must be in reference to you forgetting about funny.
Are you truly the best defense that this wretched city can muster? I can't believe that I lost so quickly.
Mustard? That goes on hot dogs.
And after I was able to find Borealis, too. To say you lost is a flagrant understatement. A more accurate description would be that you barely managed to show up to the fight in the first place. Do not glorify your meager performance here with the result as if there were any competition to begin with.
Wow, why does your voice for this guy sound so much like Corey?
Crazy, right? You are out of your depth. For you to come here was folly most moronic. What would be a good coverage option for Rocks My Panda? Interesting point. You are not wrong. Carnivine? I guess that's true, huh? What did you even think someone like you could accomplish? I thought with the others from whom you've allowed yourself to be separated. To protect the city, this city which festers like a wound in the earth. In both ends and means, you demonstrate naivete. You play pretend hero.
Yes, classic naivete. Same. I'm naivete all day. Shit, that rhymed. Can I take it back?
Nope. You've done that now. You've gotten the heat off of me. You play pretend hero for the sake of ideals which have no basis in reality, and upon a foolish pride that insists even a misguided action is better than none. This was the only possible outcome.
Really, what Corey really needs to do is, maybe bestow his fucking villainous monologues on somebody else.
What is done.
Go get therapy.
True. You cannot be allowed to report what you've seen today. Crobat, we will take her someplace secure. You'll find no shortage of time to reflect upon your myriad mistakes in captivity. No, he has a hood. He's totally different from Corey. Oh yeah, and I forgot we added the quality of life so that you don't have to reconsent to TMX machines on if you've already used them on the same map. That was Cass's suggestion. Thanks for that, Cass.
What did I do?
The quality of life suggestion for HMs not continuously requiring consent.
Oh, yeah. Yep, I do my best. Sorry, I was briefly overcome by hatred.
Oh, okay, why?
No reason.
Okay, one more level for Vespiquen. How poisoned am I? Very poisoned? But surely I can take these two, right? Let's get our Icy Winder in front. And then be ready to switch Combi out so that we get the levels. You're gonna need to stop right there. Pick a god and pray. So this is going to be... Yeah, well, Victory Road. That was added late in testing. So a lot of people did play Victory Road without that. Okay, let's see. So firstly, get out of here. Yep, this is Amma, and... Is it Christopher, I believe? I know his screen name, because these were both patron grunts. But I forget what the grunt name actually was.
Michael.
Yeah, electroshock therapy has actually been used especially for depression.
Yeah, it actually has, like, uses outside of the video game. In here, it's just misused, and so it's painting it in a distinctly negative light, but
yeah.
It does have a purpose.
Well, so it's not that they don't work. It's that, I mean, like, he probably has had some results. Otherwise, he would not keep pursuing it. And we actually see that later. But Sigmund's thing is that he pushes it beyond the legal recommendation. Was that just the shortcut one? Did I need to keep going? Did I make this map? Oh, right, it's around here. So here's the key. No, the key's not in here anymore? Wait, hold on. Wait, where's the key? Wait, hold on. Where's the key?
Well, what'd you do with it?
I thought it was in that shack.
Oh, that doesn't
Isn't
look
until
very
post
good.
tank growth? Huh. I feel like maybe I should have changed that, but okay. Anyway, there's Amy. She's not breathing, but she'll be fine. Wait, why did I just attack? I need to not attack so that I get the XP.
It's because you're really good at this game.
I am really good at this game. Who? Yeah, I'm not sure who made this game either, if I'm being honest. I'm starting to have doubts if my memories are perhaps fake and planted. These lights come on during the night.
I shadowed Jinkus.
Were the first things you sprited for Reborn? I forgot about that. Neat. I'm glad you were here to mention that because I had totally forgotten that. You can buy antidotes. I just haven't because I'm not good at this game. Alright, so before we walk up and take this light shard, let's go ahead and get Combi the rest of the way to evolution. And then it learns slash? Yes. Okay. Now.
Time for bees nuts.
Yes, but... Okay, actually, I'm not prepared to do the thing that I want to do with Vespiquen right now, so we're gonna do that next stream. Where the evolution came from, I made that myself. It was just to beat over the usual thing. I also made the base Pokemon music, which was later remixed by somebody else. And then I did the Obsidia Ward music. Yes, I got Vulpix as a starter. Also, welcome, Rogue. I fear that your timing is a little... Unless you've been here for a while, just lurking. I will probably stop after this Tank growth, because it's getting a little bit late, especially for the folks in the EU. But we will pick up after Tank growth next week. So...
Yeah, and then maybe we'll actually make it to a fucking gym.
Crazy.
That was a really funny joke from me.
No, we will do it. I believe in us.
I told you they would get here too soon. If you had made this machine go faster... No, Tangrowth wouldn't be able to take it anymore. The speed has already been optimized. Be glad the Pokemon was able to capture the leaders. You're really strong enough to be able to do everything so well, Tangrowth. Hey, how much longer are we gonna ignore the other problem? Oh, hello. My name is Lumi. Only 4 of you entered? We expected more. 4 are easily dealt with. It might be more polite if we introduced ourselves? You've already introduced yourself, Lumi. Needlessly at that. I, however, am the one in charge here. 0. I am Eve. Collectively, the 3 of us are referred to as Zell. And we're not gonna let you touch the pulse. But that's probably what you came here for, right? All of the growth here is a result of this machine. And Eve built it all by herself. Correct. The link system is a simple hybridization amplification mechanic. So that with that machine behind it, it can manipulate even the smallest root into a massive arbor wrecking ball. Think you can stop it? Just try. The schedule for this, we are planning on going every Saturday at 5 p.m. EST. So same time next week. You can technically make it to a gym this time if we go backwards. So true.
We'd sure have to do that, wouldn't we?
Okay.
Oof.
So we'll lead off by nuzzling. Yes, Zell's eyes are multicolored to match each of them now. That was an E19 change. Yeah, their old sprite was iffy, but I like the new one a lot. Alright, and now, let's see. I'm glad the animation worked, by the way. That animation kept breaking wave after wave in testing. Even though it's been in there for forever. Oh, we should talk about Pulse real quick. So, Pulse fights were originally, I think, just normal Pokemon that had special moves, because I'm like, how can I make this have, you know, more flavor and challenge? Because Mega Evolutions didn't exist yet. And then they added Mega Evolutions, and I'm like, this is Pulse now. Let's just change the text, the flavor, the animation, and boom, we can make classic forms. The Tangrowth sprite was made by somebody who I unfortunately, they're definitely credited, but I unfortunately do not remember who originally made this like twisted Tangrowth sprite. But it was really fucking cool. So shout out to God, whatever good Samaritan out there did that. 5p EST instead of 5 p.m. I mean, I just say 5p as a shorthand for that.
Yeah, it's just shorthand. I'm pretty sure that everybody knows.
Yeah, the Tangrowth in the post-game class is the only one that have a nickname. That was just us being silly. We thought, cause look, I forget which one this is. This is Cindy, maybe? But like, if you just look at the eye and the way that the curls fall around the eye and face, doesn't it just look like kind of a Southern belle with her curled hair? Like, I just think she looks a Susie. Yeah, I just think she looks like a Susie.
Cindy Lou, get you the fuck back here.
Get you the fuck back here. Cindy Lou, you isn't even wearing pants. Look at this. This thing is wearing pants. Look at the sprite. Mary Lou's Taka's Cindy is Ace is great. I don't understand the rock and ground type change to the pulse Tangrowths. So we can talk about that more when we get those pulse readouts, but because there's a lore reason, but
fighting the same stupid fucking thing 3 times in a row sucks ass.
I know why you know that, Krim, don't worry. Yeah, we wanted just to get some more variety and to spice it up, and specifically because fire types are so advantaged in the early game, we picked some types that would be good against fire. Thank you, I don't know names. That I'm pretty sure was me. It was, it was fun.
Fun fact, the trainer class for that internally is actually friend.
It's just friend.
It's just friend.
He's a friend.
He's just a friend.
Friends,
you know.
don't mean anything without hands to hold them. Also, thank you, Lucas. Alright, so we nuzzled. Now what the fuck do I do? Because I think that any damage I do is just going to get out sustained, so I should probably switch
Nuzzling
before...
friends, huh?
Yeah, we're nuzzling friends. Yeah, yeah, like Krim knowing that is not a surprise. I should switch here before it growths up, I think. Unless... Ooh. But I should switch to Misha in case it's growthing right now? Okay. Because if it had, I could just locked it into Encore for forever. So that's kind of a bummer. Wait, am I still gonna die to this? No, right? I'm not. I wouldn't do that. That's not me. Encore and Vespi. See, I was so ready to Encore against it. Oh, what I should have done is should have sent out Baryu to bait the Encore, switch to Meech that turn, and Encore on the next.
You should just kill it.
I mean, sure.
Or maybe get, like, a psychic move 5-head.
It's one Pokemon got this. Oh yeah, the other reason I want to do this is because, like, you know, I know that most of the giant like that was one of the things that I was excited to do when I first started making the game, is just have a handful of battles where, you know, 6v6 is fun, big old hat. Let's just have some battles where you have to use your whole team to defeat one Mega Pokemon. So this was definitely my first try at that. Acid Spray. Okay, I think we just win. Okay, now we definitely just win. The big fucking Steelix, exactly.
This is why you shouldn't talk so much, Lumi. Zero, next time rather than showing off the mission's keystone, let's fight with our own Pokemon. I'm sorry, Tangrowth. I should have intervened. Stop yelling at me! You said this machine was supposed to make it stronger. Your misjudgment was the key factor. Regardless, with Tangrowth incapacitated, the malignant growth will now regress. So it's all going to go back to normal? Correct. Thus, it is counterproductive to remain here. Let us recover the unit and abscond amidst the regression. Hey, Amy, right? Don't think this is over, or anywhere near it. You might have caught us at the germinal stage this time, but you don't stand a flower's chance of flame at taking us down for real. Don't forget it. They sure are fighting for their lives. Yeah, 6v12 was I wouldn't say that was part of the original plan, especially because I think when I first started making this game, limitations on essentials made it so that there's a tile error. Well, okay, so you say Eve's voice isn't what you expected, and I feel like I'm still trying to figure this out, but they definitely all still have to have the same, like, pitch of voice, because they're all in Zero's body. Like what I'm trying to say here is same pitch, different speeds and styles of speaking. Until they're out of the body. But there's a tile on the left there. Do you see to the left of that tree, that crack stops existing halfway through? I know that it's a crack, so it could probably just do that, but I can tell that there's definitely the other half of the crack below the building tile, and the priority has messed it up. Because you can see the pixels from the rest of the crack there. We had that issue a lot in the past. If anybody wants to do me a favor, you want to put that in the tile and typo error thread on the forum as a report? Thank you. We need an anime on this? Yeah. Like, no shot it could get renewed. It would need to be really short or something. Thank you, Stardust. I appreciate that. Promise no one would have noticed but me. Yeah, that's probably true. But also, okay, but like, this bothers me on a psychic damage level just because, like, so the reason these building tiles have priority here, on the side specifically, is because they're on the upper layer because they don't quite cover the entire 32 by 32 space. And so, for reasons in the past that were probably misguided, I had to give them priority, meaning they appear on top of something else. But that meant that they appeared on top of the cracks like this, so then I gave the cracks priority, but then that made the cracks mess up somewhere else, so I fixed that, and just, like, there was a while in the first early episodes of development where I kept going back and forth on the priority of the buildings, of the sides of the buildings, and it's a disaster. It's just a disaster. Now there's bullshit like this, because it was bad, even though I have figured out that it never should have had priority in the first place. That crack error has probably been there on and off for years, specifically. Which is why it's painful. I can breathe again. That was only mildly mortifying. Thanks for casually saving our lives out there, Amy. I don't know how much longer I was going to be able to hold on. The speaker should also be grateful for your assistance. It is regrettable that more support was not able to be provided for the operation. As soon as we got close to that machine, those vines sprung up and grabbed us. It appears that the act tested the limit of the machine's fine motor capabilities. After doing so, the Tangrowth began to behave erratically. Hypothesis. Specific control of the linked Pokemon places significant processing strain on the control system. To be able to make a single Pokemon do all that, just what is this Team Meteor capable of? And, hey, where did Victoria go? Borealis took her? So he was here all along. If only I'd been able to catch him in the first place. Theoretical outcomes are meaningless.
But you didn't.
But you didn't.
Suck.
Hey. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Oh, sorry for anybody that I actually scared with the gasp. And yeah, ame is pronounced like the Japanese word for rain.
Like that?
Yeah, like that.
Don't hurt
Yeah,
yourself.
God, I'm not doing that again.
In this circumstance, focus should be applied to that which remains within measurable control. Proposal. Report all verified intel to the Grand Hall. City resources can be utilized to assist in the localization of Victoria. Localization.
The localization.
We're translating Victoria. In the location of Victoria. Agreed. I'll head over there at once, give them the rundown, and then get back on Borealis' heels as soon as I can. For Victoria's sake, too. For the time being, thanks so much for your help, Amy. We literally wouldn't have made it without you. Until later, Rennie. With the immediate crisis resolved, the speaker will return to their assigned position on the Onyx Ward. As one may already be aware, this speaker's roles include acting as both the head instructor and a gym leader of the Onyx Trainer School. Presuming you intend to continue your league challenge, attendance will be expected at your convenience. Farewell. Scramble our entire police force of 6 cops. True. I don't think they even have that available. Okay, so I can get Bunny in here now.
Hey, baby.
There's still no key here. Oh, because I didn't actually beat the daycare couple. I had to reset to the daycare couple and just moved on.
Maybe
Thank
that's
you,
a
Raven.
good time to end stream.
Yes, it probably is. It is getting late. This is about the right time. So we will beat up the old people next week.
I've even brought baby.
We've even brought baby to end stream on.
even brought baby.
Here she is.
Hi.
There she
Yeah, there she is. Here, I'm going to go for a scratch. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that. Oh, yeah, you're so good, baby.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good note to end on. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you all. We will again be going this same time next Saturday. So whatever time zone, whatever time it is in your local time zone, subtract 4 hours. Bye bye, y'all.